Oh,
Yeah.
there it is. I think we're live now.
We're live.
We're live. How are you, Derek?
I'm pretty good.
Yeah.
Had a little rough weekend, but
Uh-oh. What happened?
yeah, uh, I wasn't hurting anybody's lives. I didn't post anything. I was, it's happened times before.
Uh-huh.
Um, I'll just start like hurting in the right side of my chest,
Oh
and
gosh.
pretty bad. And
Yeah.
I'm thinking that may be some little gallbladder issue. I'm not sure, but then usually after I go to the bathroom, let's say,
Uh,
uh, it usually ease off and get better.
yeah. Yeah.
Hey, everybody. Hey, Doc Lord, man, at Suburban Hillbilly. Rebecca touched by you on my birthday, buddy. And Joe Fix it for you, my old Georgia brother.
Yes.
And Johnny Gillen Farms up there. I see him too. But
Mr.
yeah, I mean,
Farms.
I don't know if it's that or not. But yeah, I was hurting pretty bad all day Saturday.
Oh
Couldn't hardly
man.
sleep Saturday night. I was couldn't keep anything down.
Oh man.
You can probably see all around my face the where it's still red from busted blood vessels from dry
Yeah.
heaves and such.
Oh man. That is
I,
terrible.
I finally took something and went to the bathroom Sunday sometime, and then I started feeling better. Got to eat where I can eat something and
Yeah.
keep things down and all that. But still, it's been kind of touchy since then. So
I don't know. There's been a stomach bug that's been going around too. Just so you know.
if that's what it is, I need to spray for those bugs. So
Yeah. True. True. True.
that was a rough one, but yeah, I made it through from here.
That well, I'm glad to hear that. I didn't know, and I'm very sorry you had such a horrible weekend.
Well, I mean, yeah, I made it through. And then I was actually going to stay out of work Monday because I just wanted some rest. And then
Yeah.
about 6:30, I was sitting there, dressed, shower, and I was thinking, man, I just do not want to go to work. I just don't feel
Yeah.
like it. And then the boss man texted me and said that somebody was going to be out.
Oh heavens.
I said, well, I reckon that's all that. I'm going to work.
Oh
So,
man.
and
Yikes.
I've been suffering through it the last few days. Today, I've actually felt a lot better,
Yeah.
but
Oh
it's been
good.
rough.
Mm.
It's like everything just keeps hitting me at one time around here.
Yeah. You seem to you get it in waves and spurts there.
Yeah, I think Gina's bad luck.
No. Oh my goodness. Wow. So you didn't have an eventful weekend at all.
No, I laid around, and when I eased off and I could sleep, I slept.
Mhm. I don't blame you. Yeah, not getting sleep at night is really hard.
And Gina constantly running checking on me. Maybe you have a heart attack. Maybe doing this. I said it's the wrong side for a heart attack.
Oh,
Hey,
hey,
Suburban Hillbilly. Hey,
Biggie.
Biggie.
Biggie's in the house.
Yeah. And like I said, I mean, I'm not exactly sure what it is. It happened a few times, usually at night when I'm sleeping.
Yeah,
It'll bother me for a little while, and I could take like some Gas X, some Rolaids or something, and eventually it'll ease off, and I'm going back to sleep. That's the first time it's hit me and held on.
yeah.
So that
Goodness
that that
gracious.
that tried to teach me a old lesson.
Yeah, I guess so. Don't mess with us. Uh, well, I got a great package in the
That's
mail
not
this
good.
week.
Well, I'm happy for that.
Yes, I got a nice shirt. Can I show my shirt?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'm wearing it. Oh, there you
There it
go.
is.
Yes, I got a Derek Fowler 1973 shirt, and it is awesome.
Well, I'm
Yeah,
hoping I
thank
can
you
get some more
very
now.
much. Huh?
No problem. Hoping I can get some more. I want to do something for the live giveaway. Maybe give a few out when I can. I've got
Yeah.
the money. to give them out. And the lady that makes them, it takes her a little while to get the shirts in just to make the order. So it usually takes 2 to 3 weeks sometimes before I can get them.
Yeah.
And she's got to find time to be able to make them as well because she works a regular job too. So
yeah, it's her side hustle. So
yeah. Hey, if I had the money, I'd buy one of those setups. If you could get good at it, you can make some money.
yeah, you can, that's for sure. So looks like Joey's dropping some links for you there. That's awesome.
There you go, Joe. You're the man.
He is the link dropping fool. He is. He is.
I'm a North Georgia brother, and there's Xander, my Xander, my Nevada little brother.
Yes. No, I am not co-streaming because Derek set this up. I'm just co-piloting.
I'm forcing her against her will.
No, you are not.
I've been going to ask you, did you find the seeds in the bag, in the box?
Yes, I did. I did. Yes,
Okay.
and
We didn't talk about that.
I am very much looking forward to trying those next year.
Well, I mean, I figured it'd be something you could use next year, springtime. And those peppers, they love sunshine.
Yeah. Oh,
And
yeah.
they love the heat, and they still grow pretty good even when it's kind of dry. I mean, yeah, you still got to water them, but I mean, they still hold up really well. I've got some still hanging out here growing right now.
Really? They made it through the freeze, huh?
Yeah, it actually didn't freeze. They kept saying, oh, it could possibly be 29, between 29 and 32. That morning we got up and looked, and the temperature was like 36.
Oh wow! Well, you're
so it never did make it. It kind of wilted a little bit. I've got little cherry tomatoes trying to pop up on the vine out there right now.
Oh man, all mine is sunk. It's all.
I thought they were done.
Yeah.
The hornworms, the tomato worms had just taken them out, stripped the vines.
I hate that.
And I got out there one day and I said, you know what? Let me shoot some water on them. And they come back, started blooming.
Wow. So, that just goes to show you don't give up.
Yeah. I mean, I made it by the end of the week. I'm not sure yet. So
Xander was 10 degrees last night. That's not fun.
All different kinds of cold.
Huh?
That is all, excuse me, that's all different kinds of cold.
Yeah, it is. That I'm so glad I don't have that. Oh.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Johnny said, I wish I was in here last night, 85 today. Yeah, I was sweating today too. I actually had on a denim shirt this morning because I was cold and I left the house and I was like, man, I should have brought a jacket.
Yeah.
Within about 2 hours, I was like, nah, I don't need that jacket. Yeah. About 4 hours later, I was like, okay, I need a short sleeve shirt now.
Yeah. I'm in here right now with my little fan over here going, and the AC's working in here, but this is that south end of the house room. It gets the sun all day and it stays piping hot down here.
Yeah, I hate that. No trees around you.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about. That time I wanted to get some willow trees because they kind of grow fairly fast, I think, and plant some on this end right here to kind of block the sun off.
Yeah, that would definitely help, I'm sure.
Yeah. I got a feeling about the time I get everything set just right like I want it, Gina will say, why don't you just go back in there and I'll get this run?
Yeah. I like this room. It's better for me. Yeah.
Yeah. I like to come in and paint the walls and everything.
Yeah. How's she doing?
She's doing pretty good. I mean, it's starting to get things back to normal a little bit. It's taking a little while. Which, I mean, she kind of got a little emotional yesterday. I think some of the life insurance checks came in.
Yeah.
And she got a little emotional during that. And I kind of did too. I mean, it's like you're still trying to look after us after he's gone,
Yeah.
And, but yeah, I mean, she's getting over it pretty well. I mean, there's of course going to be moments later. It's going to be rough on her. But I mean, she's going to manage.
Well, I'm glad she's doing good, or doing as good as she can. Yeah.
I see Joey's talking about steer samber. We still
Yeah.
haven't started yet, but I mean, I was waiting for Tiffany. I don't know if she's had some issues or whatever. That's perfectly fine. If she has. If we have to, we'll get it going some other way.
Yeah.
Well, I hadn't heard from her. I hadn't seen her put out a video or anything much lately. Is she doing okay?
Yeah, she's good. She's good.
Because I
Yeah,
mean, I missed you guys live last week. I was just so exhausted. I had to cut out before that. I was just
yeah.
run
No,
down. So I didn't get to see her if she was on there or not. So.
that's fine. Yes, she was on there, and yeah, she's doing pretty good. She and Mr. C are just, you know, just doing some stuff, and they've just kind of gotten. Sorry, I'm jiggling around here.
Me too.
Yeah, they just got like a couple of things going between the two of them. This one's going this way, and then they're trying to meet in the middle and spend time together when they can. And so, yeah, she
Well,
just been
it's
busy.
it's hard when you change environments like that and
Yes.
going from where they were. Were they off grid where they were, or were they
Uh,
still on grid?
well, they had the capabilities of being on grid, um, because it was where they were at was a little cabin that was off grid, and then they moved back into their big house.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
it's I've never done it, but just knowing being without power and having to make do, that's got to be a massive adjustment.
Yeah,
You
it
know,
is. It is. And just kind of trying to figure out where the best placement is for everything, like panels and um, the inverters. Excuse me.
yeah. Look
um,
out, bless you.
Thank you. Yeah, just you got to try to figure that out, to where you're going to maximize your um, maximize. Yeah, I think I said that
Yeah,
right.
I believe that's
Maximize
right. I believe that's the right way to
your
say it.
sun intake so that
Yeah.
you get the most bang for the hours we have. Thank you, Joey. He said, "Bless you, Ginger." Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, so you got to just figure that out, and then now we've gone to shorter days. So it's even harder. Now you got to turn around and switch again to try to figure
Yeah.
it out because you only have so many daylight hours.
And it's a lot different trying to run a heat source than it
Yes.
is trying to run AC and stuff.
Yeah.
You're going to
Yeah.
draw a lot more watts out of your power source.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I mean, and I just know that from watching videos. I watch a lot of videos where people are using solar to truck camp and stuff like that and going off grid. And they always say you try to hook up. And I've seen reviews where you try to hook up a heat gun to something that pulls a lot of watts and it'll drain a power source, a battery really quickly.
Yes.
It won't get
Yeah.
shut off.
Yeah.
So you pull a lot more watts with a heat source than you are an AC.
Yeah. And then you've got that beep, and that is so annoying to hear. That means your battery is out of power.
Yeah.
Good luck until you get it charged back up.
I actually watched Brian Waters Outdoors. He's actually got a pretty good truck camping channel.
Uh-huh.
He's got a rig on his tailgate. He's built a false tailgate with a hole cut in it so he can slide a house type window AC into it and
Oh,
have it
nice.
out the back. And
Wow.
and he goes to places and he usually plugs in, has water, stuff like that. But he decided to try it with a 400, I think it's a 400 amp hour battery.
Uh-huh.
And I think he rigged up a sine wave converter and all that too to hook the AC up to it. But now this is just cooling a truck topper, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he actually ran it, and it ran all night long and still had charge the next morning.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
But like I said, that's probably shutting off and on a lot, turned down low because it is inside of a truck topper. In a house, you got a whole new ball game.
Yeah.
If you got a lot more square footage to cool, it's going to run. That compressor is going to stay on. It's going to draw power.
Yes. Yes. Yep. It is. You just got a layer. In the wintertime, you just got to layer.
Or have a good wooden heater.
Yes, we would love to have one. There's a couple that we've seen in different places. That we would love to have.
Oh yeah. I was gonna say real quick, thanks Bourbon Hillbilly for the prayers, and we're gonna try to get a prayer out for you too. I've been through that family drama and all that stuff. It's pretty rough too.
It is.
And thanks, Joe.
Fun.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep up with the chat. We got an interesting conversation going on.
Yes.
Hey, Dale.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, we got to break it up and talk about something different.
You said it was called Brian Waters Outdoors?
Yeah. He's actually, he used to do, that's where I won my little power station from, the little Gulu or Golo 300 watt.
Yes, that's what you were telling me about. Okay.
That thing actually run an oscillating fan, like a 16 or 18 inch, oscillating fan in the living room when the power went out that first night. It said it would run a fan for 5 hours. It ran that fan on high, oscillating,
Okay.
For 5.5.
Oh, wow. Even better.
I will tell you, I knew when it turned off.
Because you woke up at that minute.
It's just instantly, everything got quiet and it just heat. And it was rough.
That's despair. You're like, oh, no, don't do this to me. Oh, Joey found his channel and dropped the link.
Yeah. He's actually a good guy. He does a lot of giveaways. I missed one I wanted. He actually did a giveaway this past week for a projector, like you can have in your house. You can rig it up in like your camper or whatever. Just hang up a screen. I mean, with a remote control, you can link it to Wi-Fi. I mean, it's pretty nice.
Wow.
I really want it. I didn't need it, but I wanted it. So.
Yeah, I know. New toy. Hey, Pooch.
Yeah.
There
Pooch.
is Pooch.
Hey, brother, how you doing?
Full Blown Country. How are you? I can hear him right now. Howdy, folks.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Dale got a little package in the mail.
Did he? Nice. Yeah. What you say there, Dale? Hey, Miss Eileen. I've been watching
how you doing?
Her stuff.
That's what I feel like I missed the entire weekend. So I started Monday. I've been trying to catch back up again with everybody's stuff. And every time I get started, I get knocked behind again. So
yeah. No, I know what you mean.
See, I see old Johnny Gillum in here. Old flip flop farmer. I can't even talk today. But yeah, I can't even remember the last time I was able to watch one of his videos. It's just I get so far behind that I got to sit here and play catch up for like 2 weeks worth of videos.
Well, he's been hunting, so I actually think that he's in the same boat you are, because where he was, they didn't have any cell service. Not unless he like drove way out or something like that. There's no cell service there. So he's probably in your boat as well, trying to catch up with a week's worth of videos.
Yeah, I was actually trying to watch Dale's video about the ICW, the totes, cool gray totes. I can't remember which one. They have them where I work, and I cannot remember the name of them. But we work with food stuff. But yeah, I was watching him do that, and I finally had to stop the video, go in there and try to trim the old nasty beard up a little bit, and try to get ready and get in here and get everything set up and all that.
Yeah.
It's like, man, there were enough hours in the day.
No, there isn't. Man. You are right about that, especially when you got things to tend to. Now, do y'all have any pets, Derek?
No, I almost had one about a month ago.
Yeah? One what? What were you getting?
Well, we had one take up here, a dog.
Oh, okay.
Good size dog. He's some kind of a pit, but I mean the friendliest dog you ever seen, black and white.
Yeah.
Tail wasn't cut, ears wasn't cut. I mean, good looking dog. and I named him quickly Howler
Howler. Oh Lord.
because we'd be sitting there and I'd be in the bed about 4:30 in the morning, and the train would come through up here in our little town,
Uh-huh.
and you could hear it off in the distance, and all of a sudden you hear oh.
Oh,
And
that's funny.
it was like
Wow.
that, but just it was low. It was just you could barely hear it in the house. It just
Mhm.
came through. I was like, oh god. Good. And then I thought it was hilarious if we would have been able to keep him. I took him to the vet. You know that he called him Howler Fowler. So
Yeah. Oh, that is funny. I like that, Howler Fowler.
yeah,
Well, what
but
happened? Did he scoot on out?
just disappeared. I think somebody came in my yard and got him. I'm not sure
Wow.
because
Well,
he actually showed up on a Friday and he stayed all the way through to like Tuesday or Wednesday before he disappeared.
yeah. Oh my
He was
goodness.
he was there every day when I come out to go to work. Every night when I went in the house, he was there,
Oh,
and he just vanished.
darn it.
Somebody messed with my water hose. I don't know what happened there.
Uh-oh.
It was unrolled a couple of loops off of the hanger I got it on, and the setting was changed from shower, which I water my plants with, to full stream. And I'm wondering who's messed with my stuff, who's been in my yard. And then I realized the dog. They're like, what the heck has happened? I don't have any cameras,
Yeah. Oh man.
so
Well, I see that
but
Johnny said he has a video. He said, I'm editing my 8-day muzzle loader hunt right now. So we should be able to get to see that pretty soon.
oh yeah,
That sounds good. Piggy said,
oh,
I mostly just sit here all day and I still can't keep
yeah.
up.
Exactly. Suburban hillbillies, if they're raised right, pit bulls are really gentle dogs
Hmm.
and everything. This one was. I mean, he wouldn't even jump up on you. He would
Oh,
he'd come out the door and he'd walk beside you. He'd go on the steps. He'd go down the steps, wait before you hit the bottom, and then walk right beside you all the way to your vehicle. And then you
oh,
get in and crank up, he'd walk off. And he'd meet you at the vehicle every day and walk you to the porch.
oh, that's so
But,
awesome. The little
I was like, I want to keep this dog. I was
Yeah,
trying to talk Gina. I was trying my best to talk Gina into it, and she didn't want to. Even though I
yeah.
think she kind of liked him too. But she's like, we ain't got the money. We can't afford to feed a dog and all that stuff. I'm like, I still want a dog though. I ain't had a dog in years. But I grew up around dogs. I mean, Daddy always had a pen full of foxhounds. I always
Hmm.
had a pet dog running around in the yard,
Yeah.
and helped Daddy do surgery on them, stuff like that over the years.
That was my
Uh,
favorite movie. I used to love that movie, The Fox and the Hound. And Jay, I'm a
oh yeah,
fox, I'm a hound dog.
yeah.
I love that movie. Um, our German Shepherd. I don't know. Do you remember the Limu Emu commercial?
Mm-hmm.
What insurance was that? It was yellow.
Liberty
The
Mutual.
Liberty Mutual. Mutual. Yes.
Yeah.
Rainy, our German Shepherd. Man, she would rear back every time that commercial would come on, and she would wait until she would hear the emu do that noise that they do, and then
Yeah.
they would start the liberty, 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 and she would go, oh, and I mean, just throw her head back and
Yeah.
howl. And I would be like, are you okay? Do you need Liberty
They,
Mutual insurance? What is going on here, dog? Um,
they can do some of the sweetest things that make you love them to death.
Yes, and they had like about 4 or 5 different ones, different commercials, all with the emu, and
Oh
it didn't matter. As soon as she heard that, that tick 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 tick, whatever
yeah,
that noise is that they make, oh my gosh, just throw that head back, and she would howl until probably partway through the next commercial. I would be like, "It's over. Stop howling." And she'd
yep.
still be going.
Oh,
She's so funny. Oh, Dale likes that movie too. I'm Fox. No,
Fox Hunt is good.
dog.
Yeah, I'm sorry if we missed anybody coming in and chat. We just been chatting along here.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh, I'm sorry, Suburban Hillbilly. She had to.
did Johnny did he actually get one for the muzzleloader hunt, or is he keeping that? Is he keeping it secret?
I think that's under wraps. I don't know if he did or not. I guess we'll see as soon as he gets done editing that video.
Yeah. I don't know if it was like a fake news deal or whatever, but I think Sportsman Channel put it out on Twitter or somewhere like that, or it might have been Instagram or something. A guy was down there in Florida hunting and killed a nice buck and also killed like a 12-foot python. It showed the python laying on the ground around the big buck, laying on the ground. He's holding the python and holding the rack at the same time.
Oh my God. So the python was trying to get the deer?
No, I think it was just a hunt he was on, and he shot the deer and then got to shoot the python after or before or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
But he got
wow, that's cool.
So yeah.
Now
I want to see John pull that off.
I have seen that video where the python I think it's a python, is wrapped around the whole deer on the side of the road, and somebody stops and starts hitting it with a branch, and that python gets mad, and you see it let loose and then whoosh, at the guy. But he did it again, and when he did it again, the python let loose enough that the deer got away, and I was like, oh, thank you, Jesus. And it actually got up and ran.
Yeah. When they say they're not, the pythons, I don't think they're poisonous at all, but that bite, those teeth they have, can do some damage in the force they have.
Yeah.
That's part of what makes them so dangerous.
Yeah.
I guarantee he can hit you a couple of times and knock you down, and they can wrap around you and it's over. You get one that's that big, you're not getting him off by yourself.
No, he's going to squeeze you like worse than your grandma would.
He's going to give you the bestest hug ever.
Yes, bestest hug. Well, I don't know about that. I don't know if it's going to be the best one ever. It's going to be the last one you get.
Uh-oh, Dale just ran. He got scared of the python.
Sorry.
We didn't mean to terrify anyone tonight.
No, we sure did not. We don't mean to. I'm trying to check and see if my picture is okay. It looks like it's doing okay this evening.
Oh yeah, coming in clear.
Piggy said it's not the bite; it's the squeeze.
Yeah. I've seen video stuff with that bite, and I think they say their teeth are actually curved like inward, so when they bite, it's like it's pulling in.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
So they bite, you snatch away, you're doing more damage.
Oh, okay. Food for thought. Yeah. I'll remember that if I ever encounter a python, which I knock on wood and amen.
You moved at the right.
Praise God.
You moved north at the right time. Hey, David Tammer.
Oh. Alexander, by the way, if we ever get to meet up, I'm teaching you real gnocchi. I'm sorry you didn't like my gnocchi. I thought it
was good.
It was good. It was real good. And you know what? The thing I loved about it the most was the sun-dried tomato sauce on it. I'm sorry, the sun-dried pesto that I made. And I put that on it, and oh my gosh, it was so good. Oh,
it looked good.
Tamara said, who got bit? Nobody got bit. We were just talking about pythons. Somehow we got on talking about pythons. Oh, the guy that shot the deer and the python.
Yeah.
That's how we got there.
Yeah. Ginger got bit on the behind when she went behind her favorite bush out in the yard.
Now, you know, that actually could happen.
Hey, you
That's
get off the trail, anything can happen.
yes. That's true.
If it don't hurt
That's
you, it can make you hurt yourself.
yeah. Yes. Yeah, that's real stuff right there. You're talking about things that really
Yeah,
might happen.
yeah. Let's see.
It was in Tamara, I think Derek said it was
I'll
in
go
Florida.
ahead. I'll go ahead and put that in there.
He went on a hunt and
Yeah, I think it was Sportsman Channel. If I'm not bad wrong, they shared it through one of their things on can't remember if it was Instagram or Twitter. I saw it on earlier today. I was like, what? And he showed him sitting there holding the snake and holding the buck by the horns. I'm like, what?
yeah,
So it happened in Florida. So
goodness. Now the python, that doesn't surprise me in
sorry,
Florida.
Piggy.
A nice buck in Florida does surprise me.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was probably an average body buck, nice little rack on it.
Yeah.
Maybe in North Florida
Yeah.
because
That's
we actually have. Oh, excuse me. We actually have a lot of guys from Florida and they come up here wanting to hunt in Georgia because they claim the deer are so small down there.
Yeah. Joey used
So,
to be one of those guys.
oh God, my brother told me there was some island off the coast of Georgia somewhere over there that they can't leave or the deer are just there. And it's such a small island and they can't produce but so many, but the deer are like little pygmy deer because they don't have enough food to eat to grow.
Oh, wow.
And there's just so much food on this little tiny island out there, and the deer are there. They're stuck. They can't get off. They can't swim away or anything. So
Goodness. I've
and
never
anytime,
heard of that. Yes.
yeah,
And
my brother was telling me about it. He watched something on TV, some program about it on TV.
yeah.
They told it.
Hey, Sean. Sean at Let's Trade
That's
Paints
fine.
in here. He said, I seen a 10 point about an hour ago. Nice. Is it down? Did you get it?
We need a hand throwing smoker.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
I did drop the link in there. So if anybody want to come up and hang out a little bit, it may take me like 10 minutes to see you like it did last week, but we're gonna try.
Oh, Sean said no gun. Dang. Stinks.
Use your pocket knife. Jump on him.
Oh, goodness. Yeah. Are you going to get a chance to go hunting this year?
Probably turkey hunting. I said
I saw wild turkey like 3 days ago.
Well, I hadn't seen too many around here lately. I used to see them all the time, but I'm not seeing them as much as I used to. I have seen a few down the road. Like come off the backside of the property crossing the road. So I'm hoping we still got some around. If not, I'll go to the management area. But we let we got a guy that leases the property out just to deer hunt. I could probably bow hunt or something, but we're leasing him to pay the taxes.
Yeah. No.
So him and his son, his brother hunts it. So
yeah.
And that's very helpful.
Oh, I bet it is. I bet it is.
Those taxes can climb.
Sean, I hope you saw what Joey said. He said,
Ain't that right to be worth it, Piggy? Get some good deer meat.
Sean, I know you had a Pepsi can. So you might not have had a gun, but I know you had a Pepsi can.
Yeah. Take that thing, crumple it, give it a good twist, tear it up, and you got a blade.
There you go. Johnny said it's bow season only in Oklahoma right now.
Oh, dang. Oh, so do you have like just a short muzzleloader season and only archery? That's it.
No, I think he goes into rifle season later this month.
Oh, it's just. Oh, I see. That's just right now. Okay.
But right now, yeah, it's just bow season only.
God.
Yeah, and
I probably got to get a gym membership just to get to where I can pull my bow back again. It's been so many years.
It's all in that conditioning. You know it is. It doesn't even have to do with the gym. It's just that one.
You have to get out and practice.
It's just that one muscle that you've got that, and you'll have muscle memory.
Yeah, you just got to get back into it and stretch out and everything. Because I know one time me and a buddy of mine got real hardcore into it. We was trying to hunt hogs with a bow, deer with a bow, everything. And he'd come to my house, I'd go to his house, we'd be shooting every day. We like ruined a block target.
No.
I mean, it's the one that's got the foam strips in it.
Yeah.
It's compressed real tight to catch the arrow. We like ruined it. We started where you shooting, it'd come out the back of the target. We like ruined it. One season we ruined that whole target.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we were good. We were back shooting 50 yards away and stuff, hitting it. And we had just practiced up so hard, and then we didn't see any deer to shoot at.
See, that's the most frustrating thing too. Yeah. Tim, I am so sorry to hear about that. She's recuperating from a kidney stone.
Ooh, I heard that's rough too.
Yes. Yeah. Amen. I did too. Johnny said we go into rifle the 18th.
Oh, nice.
Uh-oh, he's bow hunting in the morning.
Hey, get him, Johnny.
Yeah.
Can't get him if you don't go.
Yeah, that's true.
Hey, that's part of that homestead. If you can get wild meat, fill that freezer.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Shoot. That's what we used to try to do every year.
Yes, and we do the same thing.
But sadly, we only ever had here just the little freezer above the refrigerator. Mm-hmm. So I get one, and we try to eat all we could till we got the next one, then fill it right back up. And there's no room. You can't get a frozen pizza in the darn thing. So,
yeah, I don't know what you're seeing. Because Georgia goes county by county. Everything is not statewide.
There's Georgia has like 3 zones, I think. Well, like northern, southern, and central, or something like that. They used to have it that way. I'm not sure.
No, they go county by county now, and each county has regulations as far as what and when you can hunt and what you can use. Yeah. And Joey was just saying, we've got more days that are either sex this year, but they're so weird and sporadic.
Not too long ago, the population had exploded, and there was like either sex all year long.
Yeah.
And then it's finally got back kind of under control a little bit, so they've cut it back.
Yeah. Well, last year and the 2 years prior, we had Thanksgiving week, so 7 days, and New Year's Day. That was it. 7 days of either sex for the whole deer season, and that was ridiculous. But you could hunt with a bow from the beginning of season all the way until the end, the very last day. This year, we can't do that. Bow season started, and like 3 weeks later, that's it. That's the only time you could use a bow. And I'm like, why?
Well, see, that's what's weird, because when I was growing up here as a kid, there were no deer here. If you saw one, it was like seeing Bigfoot.
Really?
You'd see a track every so often, but you wouldn't hardly see them. And then they finally started migrating this way, and I think the DNR and stuff started putting them out here and there, and they just boom, they went, because all the farmland and stuff, the corn, the peanuts, plenty to eat. They just boomed.
Wow.
And we used to have to pay to go over to Pearson, about 30, 40 miles away. Daddy was paying back then like $250 a year in the early 80s to go hunt on a hunting club in Pearson.
Wow.
Yeah. And because there were no deer here. And then probably by the time I was 18 or 19, we started getting a lot of deer around here.
Huh.
And like I said, when I was a kid, there was none. I mean, you never saw one.
Yeah.
It changed that way. Just like most of my life growing up around here, you didn't see turkeys.
Yeah.
Probably in the last 15 years, we started having a bunch of turkeys around.
Yeah. And we
So,
got some big ones up here.
yeah.
Only problem is turkey season isn't until March. You
Yeah.
can't shoot a turkey right now.
Well, see, it used to always come in March 21st.
Yeah.
and that would make Gina mad.
Hey,
Because
Templin Acres. Why was
because
that?
because that's our anniversary.
Oh, and you would be out turkey hunting?
She'd be like, we're going to go so and so. We're going to see so and so. I said, after I get back from turkey hunting.
Yeah.
So, oh, she hated that.
Mm-hmm.
But,
Georgia.
but now I think they've changed it. I think last year they bumped it back to like toward the end of the end of the month.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, I guess they're shortening it. There's something happened last year because we used to be able to kill 3 gobblers, harvest 3 gobblers. Let me change that so I don't get in trouble.
Yeah.
But now they changed it to 2.
Mm.
So I don't know if it's over hunting, if
Wow.
some sort of disease got into them, or what. But because it wasn't last year, because I hurt my knee last season. And I couldn't go. I figured it'd be too cool me out there with a support wrapped around my leg, trying to get up off the ground, and having to call a game warden to help me get up. So,
no, and he probably would say, "No, you got yourself out here. You get yourself on out of here.
Just lay there, stupid. Build your fire and stay there." But, but I mean, I didn't get to go. But it was the year before I went, and it was toward the end of the season, and I walked all over that place. I didn't see a track. I mean, I go to different parts of it and stop and get out and walk down stretches of the road. I didn't see anything. I found one spot where a turkey had dusted, and a spot I'd been to before, but it was old.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if you've ever seen that where a turkey will dust itself. It'll almost wallow out a hole. It's like you could set a bowl down into it.
Kind of like the chicken do a dust bath.
Yeah. And it would get down in there and kick dust on itself and all that.
Yeah.
And I saw that one spot with one old track. That was it.
Yeah. Mm.
So I don't know if something has happened to the population. Predators have come in. I don't know.
Yeah, that might be too.
They've cut it back because there was one time I went to that management area. It's Flat Tub, what they call it. It's right there off the Okmulgee River. Oh, excuse me. And there was one time me and my buddy went. We couldn't get to the birds, but we had 5 gobbling at one time we could hear at a distance.
Oh, wow.
But there's like creeks all through there. They don't want to cross that water.
Yeah.
If you get in a bad place where he's across a creek, you either got to get across there or something.
Yeah.
And then by that time, he's done went off find himself another hen, and you will be sitting there busy, just twiddling your thumbs there for about 2 hours until he gets done and comes back. But my brother got me involved in it.
I saw on the hill the other day. They weren't talking to each other or making any noise like they usually do. But I will tell you what, my roosters were going ballistic. And I thought, I wonder if they can smell each other.
It's possible.
The turkeys were not making any noise. They were not bothered whatsoever. They were probably about 75 yards from the chickens are about 75 yards from where the turkeys were. And they couldn't see one another.
Okay.
And all I heard, I didn't hear any gobble, 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 none of that. But then all of a sudden, the rooster starts going crazy. And I don't mean cock-a-doodle-doo. I mean, brag, brag, brag. You know, that nutso crazy sound, like something's in the pen sound. And I went over there and I was like, what is your problem? I had already seen the turkeys and I had been watching them. And I just went over there and he just kept going and going and going. And I thought, I wonder if he smells those turkeys.
Anything could be possible.
Because I know he can't see them, so he's got to smell them. And they weren't saying anything, so that he didn't hear them. So it had to be the smell.
That or there could have been a fox or a coyote somewhere close by they saw that was trying to get around your yard to get at that turkey.
Now that
And
might be
Dale,
too. Sorry, my
I was
eyes
just
hurt.
seeing what. Sorry, I was just seeing what Dale said up there about the Bob White population.
It's plummeted.
Yeah.
I am not making that noise again, Joey. If you want to see it,
No.
wait till the live is over and rewatch it.
That Joey, I tell you. But
Yeah,
yeah, we don't hardly have any quail around here either anymore. I mean, not wild quail. I mean, people turn them out and hunt them, but as far as having big populations of wild quail like we used to have, no.
yeah,
I think it's a part of that is predators. There are a lot of them around here, and because that's what we talked about. One video. I'm not sure. I might have commented on somebody's video talking about it. There's the guys that used to go out and run dogs and hunt all the time. Those guys are done. You don't
yeah.
hardly have any guys that's coon hunting or fox hunting or anything like that in the woods stirring that stuff up anymore.
Jamie's Country Living. I
Yeah.
just learned today that they have another channel, and she did not say what the name of the other channel was, and she said, of course, it won't be for everybody, but her husband has dogs, and they turn them out, and they do all kinds of hunting with the dogs. Mainly, I think coons. I think they mainly do hunt coons.
Yeah, Johnny's got it about right there. When the fur prices dropped to nothing's when the quail population became non-existent. They weren't trapping those predators, so they built up. And something too down here is used to every quail you clean down here. When you go to clean it, you find soybeans in it.
Yeah.
And everybody just pretty much stopped for some reason. You never see a field of soybeans down here. If you do, it's like one field.
Wow.
And that's it. I don't know why everybody just stopped, because one time the prices went pretty high, but nobody was growing. Everybody went growing cotton again.
Wow.
So, and they love it. That's pure protein. They love them.
You can commercially grow cotton in Georgia, but you cannot have a cotton plant as an individual. Now, I think that's just stupid.
A little bit, yeah.
A little bit. Mm-hmm.
What the heck are you going to do? Corner the t-shirt market with one plant?
No, they just, I don't know. Yeah, I don't think so. Not this year. But it's just the weirdest thing. I'm like, and something about the transporting of the plant, the particular diseases that plant carries. They want to make sure that you don't spread that, because it could wipe out an entire farmer's crop if your one plant has something. And again, what's my one little plant going to do?
I'd love to know exactly what that disease is that can wipe something out. Because all they take is one plant and their whole crop to have the same thing. So,
say that one more time.
I mean, that's why I said I'd love to know what disease that one plant could have, because if they got that if they happen to have one plant with that kind of disease in their field, wouldn't it affect their whole field?
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's either or,
Well, I guess they spray specific pesticides and things on those cotton fields to ensure that they don't.
I'll send you some stuff.
You see Suburban Hillbilly, if you own one cotton plant, you must have a certificate from the Department of Agriculture, and they will inspect you. It's because of the boll weevils. Ah, there you go. Yeah.
I tell you what, they're out in them cotton patches too.
I'm telling you, I think the cotton plants are a beautiful plant. Now, I know they're thorny and they attract bees and all of that stuff, but I just think they're a beautiful plant. I would just like to grow it, not because I want the cotton just because I think they're pretty plants.
Well, those little sticks you see sticking up beside the cotton patches with the little plastic thing on top of them all around the fields,
Yeah.
boll weevil traps.
Oh.
They pay
Okay.
people to go out and check them if they find boll weevils and they come spray it.
Wow.
So why couldn't you just have yourself a little boll weevil trap set right beside it? If you find boll weevils, have somebody spray it.
Yeah, there you go. Uh Templin Acres said, is that a state
Ooh,
law or a federal law? It is actually a federal law, if I'm not mistaken, because Georgia is not the only state you are not allowed to own a cotton plant in. There are a few
it's,
others, and I think Florida is another one.
it will. That's a law like that would have to come from those jack wagons up there
Mm-hmm.
in Washington. Yeah, there's rich men north of Richmond.
Yes, those guys. I guess they really must like cotton plants for sure, because even Dark Lord Minute says because boll weevils cause more damage to plants than any other bug. I don't know. I wonder if they've seen a tomato hornworm, because they can massacre a plant.
Well, they used to run a lot of tobacco plants too.
Dale said anybody can plant cotton in Kansas. You better check the regulations, Dale, before you say that.
Yeah, I saw that. 400 acres of soybeans. Is that your family's farm, Dale?
Cotton is one of the most heavily sprayed crops. That's why they follow them with peanuts. I didn't.
Well, that's what they said that hey, one day at a time, Farmstead, Mark and Gene.
Follow them with peanuts. The
Well, so
peanuts.
they have to spray them to defoliate it to get the leaves to come off, so you can go back and cleaner pick the cotton. Can't talk. But
Either.
but that's what they say that basically Agent Orange was back in Vietnam, was defoliate. To defoliate the jungle so we could see better to fight better.
Wow.
But we were stupid enough to dump it on our own troops. So,
yeah, that
that's that military intelligence.
Dark
Let me amend that statement. That was military intelligence at that time. I'm sure there's a lot of people in the military that's got a lot more intelligence than that.
Yeah.
that crew didn't have any.
Yeah. Dark Lord Minute, the tomato hornworm does not just go for the tomato plant. I will tell you that. I have seen them on any species of pepper, and also on like 3 different types of plants that I've grown. I have found tomato hornworms on. So it's not just that. Oh, the pickle plant. And not the pickle plant, the cucumber plant, the pickle plant. It turns into pickles.
I was going to say, where can you get a pickle plant? I want one.
They call it cucumber plant.
But as funny as you should mention it, I've never seen one of those hornworms on my cayenne pepper plants.
Really?
Never seen one.
I have some plants, some pepper plants called, a pepper plant called the Bishop's Hat, and they're pretty hot. And he tore one of them up. I mean, from the floor.
Oh, you got them resilient ones up there.
Yeah, we do. Piggy said, I'm going to leave that one right there, Ginger. I'm not going to touch it. I'm going to leave it alone. Thank you, Piggy. Oh, everybody needs a pickle plant. Okay, Joey. No need. I made my mistake right there. It's live on YouTube for anybody to see.
You say it live on YouTube. It's fair game.
Yeah, exactly. Dale said, just looked it up. I can grow it in my garden if I wanted. I'm moving to Dale's house, Joey. I just want a cotton plant. I'm moving in with Nana.
I'm gonna have to mail you one piece of cotton.
Oh my gosh, if you do that, we may get in trouble. Don't do that. Unless it's like a
Oh
cotton
God,
ball.
that'd be bad. Be black helicopters landing everywhere.
Yeah, really. I don't need that. There's lots of room out here where they could land. So, yeah, I don't need that in my life, Derek. I do not need that.
I've seen your place of videos. They land at your place. They're rolling down a hill.
Yeah, it's probably true. You are probably right about that because there's only but a few spots that are really flat.
Every video I've watched, there's always a hill.
Yes, there is.
I get tired watching your videos thinking about climbing them hills.
I'm either going up it or I'm going down it. One or the other. Yeah.
I just lay down and roll down it.
We did do that one year. Then you hit a briar or two and you're like, yeah, that wasn't really as fun as I remembered. And I don't remember the briars when I was a kid.
Hit some of those little red rocks too. Yes, Joey, I think you have to.
Is this where I beg you not to go to Kansas? Wow. Okay.
Joey, it's not up to you. I think it's law. So you just kind of have to. So.
Law. You're supposed to beg me to stay. Yep. I'm taking that Jeep too. You're right, Suburban Hillbilly. I'm taking that Jeep. And I don't know how far I'm going to get. Oh, goodness. Now, actually, it is 6:59. Do you know if Angela's going live tonight?
I don't. I think last I heard she was taking a little time off.
Okay.
I haven't seen anything lately.
Yeah.
Oh, Joe, you so dadgum sweet.
Yeah. I'm wondering if he really means that or if it's all just a show, you know?
Uh-oh, wait. Dale has offered room for two.
He's what? What?
Dale offered room for two.
Okay, there you go. See you later, Sean. Thank you for stopping in.
Thanks. We appreciate that.
Eric, on your way out, guys, tonight. Yeah. I just want to grow a cotton plant. What is the harm? But no, I don't want a certificate. I'm not going through I'm not going through any of that garbage and having them come up on my property and say, I want to inspect your cotton plant, lady.
You sounded like Cletus off of the Simpsons. The Simpsons. I don't want no government coming on my property.
If I wanted that, then I would go get electricity and put myself on the grid. Oh.
Yeah. Then you'll be out there.
Yeah. I mean, in that case, you might as well, right? Might as well go ahead and put yourself on the grid. Give them half of your driveway, 200 yards, give them half of that so that, because they want easement and they want to be able to get into that. Sorry. I'll get off my soapbox now. Sorry.
Go ahead. Go ahead and throw a little "Let's Go Brandon" in there too a couple times.
Let's go, Brandon. Suburban Hillbilly said, y'all pray I don't go to jail this weekend. Okay, I'm gonna start praying now.
Don't do it. Stand strong.
Yeah, apparently she needs lots of prayer, so I'm gonna start today all the way through the weekend.
If you need something to ease your mind and calm your mind, think about the pork chops and gravy that Joey's going to get from Dale.
Yeah, he said, I'm coming for the pork chops and gravy, Dale. And Dale can make it because we've watched so many videos of Dale making that awesome gravy, and I can taste it through the screen. Oh, yeah. I'm like, why do you do this to me, Dale?
Johnny's right. No revenuers. Yeah, I won't tell y'all about that steel that I don't have out back.
Yes, we don't. We won't talk about that. Johnny hates the power company.
Yeah.
Johnny, I have a power company story. The next time we're on a live together, you're gonna listen to my power company story because I got one similar to yours. Yeah.
Hey, he made me mad with that one. And found out didn't they come cut his lock off the gate or something?
No, they locked him out.
Oh, they put the lock on and locked him out. That's right. I remember him saying that one. It made me mad.
They put their
I
lock.
want to go out there.
Their lock through both sides of the chain and locked him out.
I wanted to go out there and say, try that in a small town one time.
Yeah. Well, he is in a small town, actually. Not only that, but I don't know if you saw the video where he went out to trim some of the trees, and they had been out there trimming the trees, and it looked like a blind man was running that.
Yeah,
thing.
that one. Yeah, that had me upset too.
I don't know if they have one of those bat wing things that trim the side. Yeah. What were they doing? Driving? Were they texting and driving down the side of his property? Because it made no sense.
It's probably the deal they use on the side of the road with the mower with the telescoping arm. It swings out and they can mow the tree limbs and stuff off the sides of the road. Yeah. They probably use something like that.
Yeah.
Probably had somebody training with that out there. What it looked like.
It took down. Left the crap brush, took some of it, but then went back inwards, not even where it was a pole or crucial, and took
and got good trees.
Freaking good tree that he had planted there on purpose. Yeah, I'm all about that because I was mad and I was reliving my whole experience in my head, going, "Oh my gosh, I'm triggered right now."
I kind of that had me aggravated. I kind of wanted to go out there myself and kick them in the rear end till their nose drip. Know.
But and then the whole purpose, let's focus and remember why is it they're doing this? They're doing it the power lines to make sure the power lines are safe. They left all kind of brush hanging on the dang power line.
Yeah. It makes absolutely no sense.
None.
I mean, it's government employees.
I love Suburban Hillbilly. If you knew when they were coming again, wrap a hot wire from the gate to a tractor battery. Just my thoughts. Yeah, that's pretty awesome thought there.
Be nice if you have some 110. You'd really feel it.
And you could always say, well, we've had some recent intruders. There you go. Johnny said they used a chainsaw. So, yeah, whoever was operating it was half blind, I'm sure.
Yeah.
We can have a live all about that. Yes, we could.
I might get in trouble for it, but I like to call those people Special Edwards.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, where is your reasoning and your thought? I understand your reason, but show me your reason because it did not come to fruition in this picture on the side of the road because it just didn't happen.
They didn't even cut a big area. I can see if they wouldn't cut a big area and cut everything in that area. But how do you go through and pick and choose?
Yeah.
And leave stuff that should be cut and get the stuff that shouldn't be.
Yeah. Yep. I agree.
God bless America.
Yeah. And all the crazy ideas that come within.
Oh, Lord. It's something else.
Yep.
Dale or Johnny, you never did get where you could come up live?
Yeah, Derek's tired of talking to me. I'm kidding, Derek.
No, I know Dale said he couldn't get up live at the moment.
You expect reasoning and critical thinking skills from a government agency? I know. What was I thinking?
Piggy knows.
Yeah, Piggy knows. Piggy knows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're out of their way to cut a tree he planted off the line. That's Lord have mercy.
Yeah. It is
Yes.
It's
Give me a
ridiculous.
daggone headache.
Yeah.
Thinking about that.
It will. It will. It was they were notorious in Gainesville, and that's where my story comes from when we lived in Gainesville. It was uh-oh. What just happened? It became the Ginger Show for like 2 seconds.
Yeah, I looked away and it's like, boom, what happened? Where we go?
Where did I go? I was like, whoa, what just happened?
The government heard us.
They did. They're trying to shut down. Oh my gosh. They're taking you out, Derek. Yeah. Dale said, he gone. He's back. He's back.
I hear the helicopters.
Yeah.
Y'all pray for me.
You're going to have everybody scared.
But yeah, Johnny, if you want to come up, I can put the link back in there.
I was going to say, did you drop that link? Did you pin it at the top?
I'm not that educated. I put it in a couple of times.
I will see if I can find it.
If you want to put it up, that's fine.
I'll see if I can find it and pin it.
Yeah.
I'm a looking.
See, I heard everybody talking about, you got 3 dots by the comment. I don't have 3 dots by my comments, even on my phone. That's weird.
Are you in StreamYard?
But on StreamYard, I can see 3 dots by people's comments. But hey, I don't see them on my phone. That's weird. I got to get a better situation, y'all. Seriously. That's just like, when you had the live, when I tried to come up and I got everything on the screen but live chat. I can't even see it.
Okay, I can't find it.
Okay. See what I can't have done, did.
Okay. See if you can done did it.
That should do it, I hope. If that's the right one.
Thanks, Joe. Fixed it for you. He said that's a nice hat.
Jeep hat.
My Jeep hat. Yes, that's the Lazy Days Ahead with Jesse and Lisa.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I can go in. Nope. Well,
when Johnny finally pops in, it'll probably be 3 days before I can see him anyway. So
I thought I knew what I was doing. I did the 3 dots. Nope, I can't pin it either. That's weird. Huh.
We were talking about that little snake earlier. I remember when Johnny had his little encounter with that snake out in the woods.
Yes. Yeah, that wasn't fun. And that one bites and it hurts for quite a while after it bites. So. What's wrong? Oh.
I see how long this
revenuers.
Revenuers.
It's let's hear your story, Ginger.
Okay, so we lived in the house in Gainesville. In our backyard, we took it from a junk pile with just a pool and a chain link fence to beautiful grass. We kept a couple of the trees on the outer perimeter with the pool, put up a privacy fence, and then every year they come around and they trim parts of the trees that are around the power lines, right? Like I've seen them in Georgia go right through the middle of a tree.
Yeah.
And leave this side and this side. They'll cut right down the middle of the tree. A beautiful puffy tree. Well, we had one tree that was on like the back fence line because we were back to back with a neighbor. And this tree went up and it split and both sides grew. It was beautiful. It was not tall. It was probably, I know, at least 5 foot away, 5 to 6 foot away from growing into the power line. And then on this side, on the right hand side, we had another one that was right under the power line. So we didn't do anything with that one. The beautiful
and
one
that's so bad.
That was like almost heart shaped. We had hung planters
I'll leave it
on
alone.
we had hung the little hangers on it and had potted plants. I go to work one day and I go out back for something, and the whole thing is like leveled, and both of my potted plants are sitting on the ground beside the trees. And I'm like, or beside where the tree used to be, the stump. And I was like, are you flipping kidding me? And then the one tree that was directly under the power line, they didn't do anything with that one. So,
Derek.
Derek, what
That's
are you
what I'm doing right now. Uh-oh.
There we go.
There we go.
We come back now.
I was so screaming mad.
Okay,
I mean, I was absolutely furious. And so that was one day. They were doing our whole street the next day, the rest of the street. I got up that morning and I can't even remember who told me. Somebody said, hey, yeah, look, they're down at the end of the street. I don't know if it was my oldest son or our oldest son or if it was Joey. I was like, oh, that's it. I had a Mitsubishi Eclipse. I threw that thing in reverse. Went down there, got out in my dress pants and my suit and stomping around. I'm like, are you the guys that took out my tree? You went in my backyard through the privacy fence. You took out the one tree that looked good that wasn't even there near the power line. And then you didn't even touch the one that is about to hit the power line. Yeah. And they were like, whoa, lady, so sorry. I'm like, what is sorry going to do? That tree is not going to come back. Now, I'm going to tell you, the next day, there was a tree, a brand new plant, some nice little oak or something like that, potted, that they had brought me, and they left it on my door to replace the one that they took out. And I was like,
you said that.
It's going to take me 10 years to get that thing where the other one was. No.
If it was an oak, it'd probably take longer than that.
Probably.
Yeah. Oaks grow pretty slow.
I was so mad. So mad. I was like, y'all didn't say anything about doing this. You just come in the backyard and you just cut whatever the heck you want.
Yeah.
You saw there were potted plants and hangers.
Yeah.
And you just put them on the ground and then took my tree out.
I am still livid about the ones they cut over at the house. Or not at the house, but over where the cattle are. I am livid about that because they left everything under the power line to go back in there to cut the tree that I planted. It's like, what? Are you kidding me?
Why are you going for my good tree?
I guess because they saw that I planted it.
And they didn't even cut completely under your power line, did they?
No, they didn't cut, the stuff. And I've talked to them before, and I told them, I said, guys, and they agreed with me. They said, we won't send anybody out from the power company unless we call you first. And I said, that would be perfect. When nobody called, they send these contractors out. The contractors have keys to all these different gates and stuff like that. Well, since they couldn't get in my gate because I I locked out the power company a long time ago out there.
Yeah.
Since they couldn't get in my gate, they went over to my brother's, came across his field, took the fence down, the barbed wire fence. They took the fence down and through there to cut those trees. And I had told them, you know, in the past, I said, any tree that's over toward that pond, if there's something that needs to be done to those trees, I will do it myself.
Yes.
So you guys can just say, you know, you can call me. Somebody can come out. We can talk. I'll do it myself. I got a dozer. I'll go in there and clean all kinds of underneath the power line.
I can do way more than you guys can.
Don't cut don't just go in and just start whacking stuff and whacking and stacking. I mean, it's not a good look.
No.
I mean, I'm still.
If they went far enough to take my fence down, it'd have been on.
Hey, they have come out there and took our fence down and left it down.
Oh no!
And I mean, they just go right over it, leave it down. Cows just be danged, you know. They can whatever. We have a water line that runs up and down our south fence row, and so what they do is they bring that really heavy machine down through there that's got the big saw blade on the arm.
Yes. Yeah.
They bring it down through there, and they have broken that water line about 6 times on that side, and they never fix it. It's always just rolling. I come home, we don't have any water, or the water pressure is too low, or something like that. Mm-hmm. At one time, the water out there just ran free for like 6 months out of that water line. Yeah, yep. It was just free. It was a free. Everybody downstream thought they had a new stream because it was the actual stream, because the water line up through there is like an 8-inch pipe.
Yeah. Oh wow.
And they broke that. And I called them and told them, hey, this water is just rolling out, and nobody would show up. It's like, okay.
Yeah. Then you got to go out and fix
the house and have our, 4 psi of water that we had. And
exactly. Yes.
God.
How frustrating is that?
It is frustrating.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Sounds like it's time to build. No, it's time to start having every time anybody. I'm sorry. I'm pretty mad about this. It's time every time they come out there, I'm going to put in a rifle range. Mm-hmm. Right down the power line. And I'm going to be practicing every time. I'm livid about this stuff.
Yeah. Because
I tell you what, John, you do it, I'll go to Oklahoma.
Again, if they were considerate,
yeah,
of owners. Now, I know they've probably got their fair share of combative people, and they're trying to avoid those combative people. But when you don't do the very thing you say you're there to do, you got no business here. You got no business with a chainsaw.
Yeah.
It's bad enough when the livestock tears it up. Humans come through, there's no excuse.
You're right. You're right, Dale, out there. The only deal is the problem with the ones that we've seen, they can't speak English because it's not because they're from somewhere else. It's because they're so methed up they can't speak anymore.
Oh, wow.
They are. It's like these guys will come. One day I went in there to check on the cows, and I normally lock the gate behind me when I go in.
Yeah.
But, I'm thinking nobody's going to come down here. I shut the gate. I dummy locked it. I didn't completely push the half shut.
Yes.
I went out there and I'm counting my cows. Doing all that. Next thing I know, I got all these yahoos out there drilling a hole in the power pole. And I drove up there and I said, can I help you guys? It's the power pole to my shop. I said, can I help you guys? And they said, oh, we're just checking this pole. I said, you guys were supposed to call me before you come out here. I mean, that's an agreement that they have. Well, we're contractors. Yeah. We don't go through the actual company. We go around, and I said, did you see the gate was shut? Kind of looked locked and all that stuff. Well, yeah, but it wasn't locked. I said, okay. From now on, do not come through that gate ever. I said, if you come through that gate, you better call the power company. The power company calls me. Yeah. I said, don't ever come back, ever. And they finally left,
packed up their stuff and left.
Yeah. I'm like, come on, guys. I don't want people just down here, especially you guys. I mean, I'd almost rather have, just almost anybody but y'all running around.
Yeah. Can you send the bookkeeper or somebody that's not all jacked up?
Yeah, somebody that's not looking around at everything I own and going, hey, this guy don't even live here.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that is one thing. And see, that's what made me really mad about them coming into the backyard in Gainesville too. I was like, wait, you just walk back here? You just don't even give a crap. There's a sign on there that says beware of dog. If you get bit, I'm going to get sued by you. Why? You can't read? No.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, the idiots don't take time to read. They step on your plants, whatever. They don't care.
We are.
Well,
they've never seen what Johnny can do with a handgun either. So,
I've never threatened anybody with any, none of these folks with any kind of a pew, anything like that. Yeah. And, but I have told the power company over and over and over and over again, guys, don't just. And I understand they have an easement. I understand they have a power line easement, but and stuff like that. I understand trees and limbs and things like that. But I looked everything over this year, and I go, okay, there's nothing that needs to be done through this area right here, especially from the one tree that really irks me.
Yes,
that one was never going to be a problem. It was, it's a 30 feet off the power line through that area. Up here where we're at, they changed it. It's 30 feet. Okay, it's a 30-foot easement. Down there where that property is, it's still a 20-foot easement. So they only got
20 foot either side or 20 foot total.
It's 20 feet total.
So 10 either side of the line.
Yes.
Where the line is.
10 either side of the line up here. It's 10 either side of the line down there.
Okay.
So, they cut a tree that was 40, it would have been in the 40-foot easement range on that tree. And I was like, you've got to be kidding me. Why did you go way out here to cut this? I mean, the tree was it wasn't even branching yet. It was just.
Hey, White Rock.
Hey, White Rock.
Hey,
Jason,
how's it going?
Jason and Tara.
Hey, Christine.
I see Miss Christine.
Yeah. There's my dear wife.
We know that lady.
Yep, she is out and about. Out and about.
That's right, Jason and Terry. Y'all finally get to see me in person. Yeah. Hope you're not disappointed.
This is the infamous Derek Fowler, 1973, right here. And this is a fancy schmancy new shirt he has. And I got one. Yay.
I ain't got one of them.
I knew you were going to say that, Johnny. I ain't got one of them.
Still working on that. Hey, I'm actually going to try to get something sent out. And I'm hoping if this December thing gets going, that I can do a giveaway with a few of those shirts, maybe some other stuff. If I can find somebody make some hats. The Temu made this one inside. They don't want to make them anymore. So not Temu, Spring. Sorry,
Spring.
Yeah, they thought it's too hard to make this. It goes against some kind of third party license user that maybe used to make software or whatever.
I think it's when they see it and they don't like the way it looks. Like they'll do one order, but if it's a brand new item on your store, they'll do the one, but then they cancel it because it doesn't come out, good. But I'm like, who are you to judge what I think is good?
Exactly.
I do not know. Hey, look at that.
Pop in. Surprise, surprise, surprise.
Yeah, surprise.
But yeah, if I could find somebody to make some hats for the price I got the shirts made for,
yeah,
that'd
that
be
is
awesome.
a good looking logo on that hat. I mean, I like the way that logo flows on that hat.
Yeah.
It looks good.
It's the only one. I mean, Megan, she did an awesome design on that. I'll try to get it even closer. But I'm getting shaky here.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah, I mean, it's pretty awesome. But I bought one, and they said, "You're saying, oh, you can't do those anymore." What?
Jason said,
"Hey, I had the same thing. Hey, I had one that I didn't even know that there was anything wrong till someone from my store ordered it. They didn't send it, but still charged their card for it.
Mm-hmm. But they finally sent it.
After I called, after I sent emails, finally called, then they wouldn't deal with me. That person had to get a hold of them and deal with them.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous.
That's crazy.
It's crazy. Now, Johnny, where do you guys get your hats from?
I got to play it cool, guys.
You'll have to ask the very pretty lady that's out in the chat right now.
Christine, Mrs. Gillum Farms, where do you guys get your hats?
She has somebody making them. I have no idea who it is.
Oh, really? Okay.
And, yeah, they come in the mail. Is all I know.
I get a box. I bring it home. I open it.
Yeah, I guess I need to hit Pooch up, see what kind of deal I can get from him.
There's
an idea.
There's a place here in town that does really good hats as well. I think Scott is getting his hats from it's called shoot. If he was in the chat, he could tell us. What is it? What is it, Christine? What's the name of that place out?
Hey, Carlene. Hey, Regina.
Hey, Carlene.
How are you?
Sorry, guys. I don't know what's different. Usually I have chat up here, but I don't tonight.
Uh-oh.
If I go to the chat, then I go away. So, or you all go away. So I guess I'll
Lord.
Go blind.
It's probably something on my little weird tablet.
If somebody says something bad about you, I'll tell you, Dale. No, I'm
sure
kidding.
you will. But you guys got me all triggered over this power line deal, so I had to come in because literally like a month ago, same kind of thing, and I
triggered.
If you're a contractor, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to pick on you, but contractors come through and they had like skid steers and brush cutters on the front of the skid steer and stuff like that. They completely tore out like 1/8 of a mile of these people's fence that was underneath the power line. Like destroyed it, cut off posts, everything. Those people had cattle in it. Well, then the cattle all got out. They didn't help them. They're just stuck.
Yeah.
They had to pay for all brand new fencing. They had to spend time getting their cattle all back in, everything.
So they placed the fence not back far enough away from the line. Is that right?
The fence was there before the power line was there.
Oh, okay. So they should have been grandfathered.
So Christine says the place that makes the hats here in Tahlequah is Sandtech. I'm sorry, Dale. I'm not trying to cut you off.
No, you're fine.
But she's asking, I just didn't want it to get too far away in the chat. So they make hats, and I think that's who she's going to use to start making hers maybe.
Okay.
And then also she's asking what happened to our land. It's nothing that's happened that you don't know about.
Yeah.
It's what happened. There's a video, Christine.
Watch Mr.
Have you watched
Gillum
it?
Farms videos.
It's one where I was out there and I just happened to see. I mean, it was the one where I was dozing and I just happened to look over there and I go, what?
Weren't you doing the pond?
No, I was actually taking those dead trees down.
Those trees.
Yeah, the tree one. Anyway, yeah, I'm still aggravated about it. And Ginger was telling her story about how she's still. I mean, you just don't get over this stuff. It's not. It's one of those things that just is going to irk you from now on. I mean, I know we're supposed to forgive. And I do forgive, but I can still be irked.
Yeah,
so,
exactly. Right. And still express your hurt. The thing is, the thing that it makes it so hard for me to get past it and get over it
is they'll do it again.
You didn't do the very thing you were there to do. You were so like you had a squirrel moment in another one of my trees. Yeah. So why didn't you do the very thing you were there to do, where you took down something that took me several years to grow, trim, shape? You ruined all that for me, and I come back in my backyard, and every day I look at that stump, I get madder and madder at you. Every time I see that stump, I get fired up all over again.
Yeah. Well, you're like me, so there was these big old beautiful trees and like out in front of this house that I drive by every day to go to work. Mm-hmm. Power company come in and they did exactly like what you was talking about. They cut this big U. So they cut the complete center out of the tree and left it out like this.
And it looks stupid.
Fall apart or it killed the tree, one of the two.
Yes.
Well, if you're gonna butcher it that much, just do away with the tree. Cut it completely down.
Because it looks stupid.
It's either that or they come out and cut one whole side out of it. Make it work.
I agree. You know, it's just have some common sense in power company would go a long way. Just sit there and go, okay.
Yeah.
That
tree is not affecting anything. Let's leave it alone.
Common sense way bye-bye to this country a long time ago.
You see, Joey said, I don't cut trees on our property unless I have Ginger's permission. Trust me, honey, you have permission to cut away. Just cut all you want to your little heart's desire. Now, there are some trees that when we first bought this property, we walked the front yard and some edges, and my dad and I did this in like 4-foot brush. He and I walked and tagged some of the trees with pink tape that he said were good trees. So that is what Joey is referring to, because he's like, oh God, if her dad picked that tree out, if I take that thing down, I'm gonna be in the doghouse for life.
Yep. Like my mom.
White Rock.
My mom's an old
White Rock would like to come up this.
Runs cattle and stuff like that, and any tree to her is a bad tree. Like, does away with everything.
Wow.
Unless it's in her yard.
Yeah.
But if it's out, like in your pasture or anything, she wants it gone.
Wow.
So she decides one day to come over to our house here on the 9, and she brings her nippers with her. And she just starts cutting everything that she doesn't think is a pertinent tree.
What is that? I like my bologna fried and my trailer washed. That's cute.
Christine just sent that.
Oh. Oh my gosh, that is
Oh,
too funny.
Okay.
Oh, Pooch is
We
cracking me
may
up on his
have
short
your
because
visitors.
he leaves his Christmas lights on his porch on all year long.
Oh,
That
that's
cracked me
like
up.
that's Gretchen Wilson, isn't it? Or is that
Oh
Miranda?
yeah,
Lambert?
that's Gretchen Wilson.
That's Gretchen. It's got to be one of those, Gretchen or Miranda. They both talk the same. One's
Christine's-
got gunpowder and lead.
Christine says that's her new T-shirt.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I love it. I love that.
Yeah. Fried bologna, can't beat it, folks.
No, you can't. You cannot. And I don't know what it is.
Don't ask what's in it.
Pork
just
chops,
eat it.
country gravy, mashed potatoes, and corn. I can beat.
Yeah, you can. And I've seen you make gravy.
Fried okra.
Off with the okra thing. And I've seen Dale make gravy. He is one heck of a gravy maker.
There you go.
But no, you can keep the okra.
Hey,
I can
okra.
learn.
Man,
I know.
love that stuff.
I know
This
you
is
do.
going to work. Oh, we may go back in time. I'm not sure what's going to happen with this tablet.
Here's Tara.
Hi guys. Lights up there with it.
How are you?
I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm doing probably what's going to be. I'm good. I thought
Had closed
Trying
out
to-
the YouTube side.
how do I mute it or what do I do?
No, you just have to close the YouTube
Yeah, close out YouTube.
and just be in StreamYard only.
Okay, see, Jason normally does this, but he's on the phone with Gary from Junk to Gems because trying to work out a timeline for us to go down to Florida. He is gifting us a trailer as long as we pull back a bunch of their stuff back to Arkansas.
Oh,
So,
wow.
Yeah, they're trying to work out the logistics to that, and it's a heavy duty hauler, which means we can take Big Blue to any of the homesteads to help. So that's what we've been lacking is a trailer large enough to haul Big Blue.
Yeah.
So so he's out there working on that. So I'm like, well, Derek's on. We got to get into Derek's live. So I'm actually in the middle of canning. I made a green tomato and jalapeno hot sauce.
Ooh, that sounds delicious.
Yeah, with all of my leftover green tomatoes. And so I got my last batch in the canner. So Jenna Bug's going to go out and she's going to man the pressure canner for me. So.
And how does it taste? Does it taste
I'll be right back, guys.
Okay.
Right.
You're taking over Derek's live. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Talk amongst yourselves.
Right, Derek.
Talk amongst yourselves.
All right.
It's pretty good, actually. It's I thought I was a little bit afraid you'd get that green tomato kind of overpowering the jalapeno, but it's a really good balance. And I didn't spice it up really bad. Like I normally just dump in a bunch of spices, but basically I just kind of diced up some garlic and added that to it and some cilantro. And I ground everything. So everything's like a fine, it's still pulpy, but it's, I don't know. I'll say there's I have a bunch. So I'm sure I'll bring some to the next whatever. Oh, gentlemen. Okay. So go ahead and spin those and then we'll add more. I'm making zucchini lasagna for the last time with our last zucchini.
Oh,
Go. Yummy.
Hi, Mark.
360.
I have
No.
a bunch.
This way to this.
Joe, no, they're not.
Take a hot pad.
So I have
a
lot of green tomatoes that I picked off last Wednesday before it closed. Now I have not done anything with them yet. Some of them are a little bit bigger, so I'm going to try Christine, Mrs. Gillum Farms' fried green tomato recipe. And I have like, those apple baskets?
Yeah.
I have one halfway full of nothing but tomatoes.
Be checking down underneath because I was honestly really surprised at how many of those greens turned bright red.
Oh, really?
I would have, so be monitoring. And I was really devastated because I had harvested all of the zucchini after the frost, not knowing that it's an equal thing.
That's a pepper sauce, though.
I know.
That's not a beer.
I don't know what this is, but
yeah,
I got
I'm looking at it. I'm like,
that's
look
pepper
like
yeah.
snakes in a bottle.
Oh, yeah, but that's what I made today's marinara out of, and then I used my last zucchini because it all rotted. It all looked good after the frost as far as the actual fruit or the vegetables, and I pulled them off the next morning after the frost, thinking, "Oh, I'm going to harvest them."
They
they all went bad,
don't they?
They did. They did.
That's why you need some domestic terrorists around your house.
Yeah,
right.
You could throw them in there with them.
Well, I say I'm contributing to Tilted K because Missy has started doing infused olive oils, and she's reusing wine bottles with the screw-on caps. So I'm like, girl, I got you.
I got you.
So yeah, I'm contributing to Tilted K, but it's been crazy. It's been a crazy week for sure. Goodness. But
Well,
our first video hit over 4,000 in 24 hours.
Wow.
So we were
awesome.
And it's crazy because it wasn't even one that I would have deemed like, oh, an awesome video. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't even one of those that was standout phenomenal.
That's so funny because Johnny and I have had that same conversation. You know, you get a video and you're like, God, I love this video. It is so fantastic. And the editing is great and I love it. And then it does like
it's an epic flop. Yep.
Yeah. And then you take something and you like throw it together and throw it up and it's like, oh my God.
4,024. Yeah.
Yeah. That's
so awesome. Derek's back. Yay.
Hey Derek, so, I'll take the one on the far left and the second one from the right.
What? What you got back there?
Would you like to buy
Oh, I know what he's talking about. The one in the wow. What did you like? Bring his screen up closer to you?
No, I can see.
He said, "I can see exactly what they."
It looks like a container of Quaker Oats.
No, back there.
No.
Yeah.
If
there's
he
a double barrel 12
head,
gauge on the left.
Yeah.
And then
there's
there's a lever action 22 on the second one from the right.
Look at him.
So Johnny, what you're saying is you weren't paying attention to what we were talking about. You were scoping out Derek's guns.
Wasn't he, Derek?
I heard everything you had to say. But I pay attention. See, that's show and tell time. He's got his coach gun. I like the little coach gun.
Nice.
Stoger.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Wow.
Gentlemen, go check the pressure canner.
I want that in a 28 gauge.
You got it.
It's
right there. Yeah.
That was a deal. I think I got that for only 400.
My dad,
you've got to make sure it stays between 11 and 15.
My dad got a 28 gauge.
Oh, no, you got to put the weight on. All right, hold on, guys. I got to go put the weight on my pressure canner.
And it is sweet. Like, I like it a lot.
Hey, I brought, if for you folks in the know, if you know, you know type deal, I brought home a Marlin box today.
Oh.
You bought a what?
I brought home a Marlin box today.
He brought home a Marlin box.
You know, if you know, you know on that. Because those are unobtainium.
Unobtainium.
Yes.
Hey, Mark.
I love how we make up
order them.
Words are hard, okay?
Words are hard.
Yeah,
what was Joey making fun of me for?
Yeah.
No, he wasn't. He wasn't making fun of you. He was when Tara said, "Well, what you're saying is you weren't paying attention to us talking," and then Joey typed in the chat, "Were you talking, Tara?"
No,
because he was doing the same thing, looking at the guns behind Tara.
Well, I can't see the. I can't see the comments.
I'm on a little, on my phone.
You know what? I could probably pull it up on my phone.
Big.
Oh, I can do it on my phone.
And Xander's going, sorry, what'd she say?
I was
Oh,
talking
now I
about,
see it. Y'all took advantage of the rookie on StreamYard to not know the chats.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
talking about
If
Ginger and
you
I did
watched
that
earlier-
podcast, and Joey made fun of me
yes.
for saying,
What did you
Yeah.
say? Longitudinal or so? You made some long
Yeah.
word for.
Yeah.
I said, you mean parallel? Yes, parallel.
You sound really
or
smart.
parallel.
Hey, I heard that. I heard that word.
Longitudinal
You guys
or
are
something like
kind of like longitudinally, in the same plane in the United States, just different kind of time zones.
Yes.
Blah, blah.
I didn't know how to say it. We're on
It sounded great, Dale.
Yeah. He was on the struggle bus for just 1 second.
I'm just
If you
reading
make
through
the sound
the
of hot
comments.
pot,
Almost like a pickle plant.
yes.
Like them pickle plants.
Oh gosh,
Yeah.
Tara, were you listening earlier when I said pickle plant? I didn't mean to say pickle plant.
What is it?
I don't think I was, because
I don't know, but by golly, if I can have a plant that I don't have to process the cucumber to make a pickle, I'm in.
Lord.
I'll buy that seed. How about you?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm actually considering not even doing cucumbers next year, other than just one cucumber plant for like salad cucumbers,
Yeah.
because
Same.
I'm addicted to the Aldi baby dills.
Oh, really?
Like I buy them by the case.
Oh my
And-
God.
And I have so many pickles. And then we buy the 5-gallon jars of pickles because it's cheaper to buy a jar of pickles and get the pickles than it is to buy a 5-gallon jar to water glass eggs.
Yeah.
Hey, Tara, Dale,
So-
we need to grow some cotton next year.
Oh, stop it.
I'm telling you. What is this? You're blowing my mind over this
We'll
cotton
grow
deal.
some cotton.
Jerry.
State of
Ginger
Kansas,
will be so
there's
jealous.
like only one thing that's illegal to grow in the state of Kansas,
And it's not
Any
cotton.
pickles?
What's that?
and
Poppies?
it ain't pickles, and
Yeah.
it ain't cotton.
I don't
It's rice.
understand.
We all know it's
Hey.
rice.
I went
Hey,
to go order
I bet those
all
people that
these
like to
plants.
mess around would like to have some of that too.
I went to go order all these plants, and then I wanted to order a cotton plant. I just think aesthetically it is beautiful. I mean, I think they're so pretty. And they're like, no, we're not sending that to Georgia. These are the only states that they can be sent to. It is illegal for you to grow them. And
That's
so
why I
was
said we're
like,
going to grow some cotton. Ginger's going to be so jealous. She's going to be jelly.
I'm so mad at you. Don't do that to
But
me.
then,
I'm about to
but
go
then
up
you're
on the hill
stuck
and
with
take
the
a picture and send it to her.
yeah, like what are we gonna do with the cotton once we grow it? Am I supposed to start looking at looms when we go thrifting? Like, am I gonna like loom my own cotton threads and then embroidery
First of
it, or
all,
like?
you gotta have a. First of all, you got to have a set of cotton cards in order to separate it and pull it all apart.
Yes. What is it that you said earlier, Derek? It's not like you're going to corner the t-shirt market and put somebody out of business
Yes.
with one plant. No,
Yeah.
I'm not. I just wanted the flipping plant for the way it looks. I think
Well,
it's pretty.
We'll send you
Wouldn't we
pictures,
get
Ginger.
wouldn't we get more yarn out of a llama?
Yeah, oh, yes, absolutely.
We might even
let's
let you
all
see
get
it when
donkey
you come to
poodle.
Oklahoma and Kansas.
I could get far more. And I could get even more than that if I just go to Hobby Lobby. I mean, let's be
Well,
There you
serious.
go. Forget about growing it in a greenhouse. Just go to Hobby Lobby.
Yes, exactly. That's me. I'll wait. Better than that, I'll order it online and have it delivered to me.
Ginger wants to grow her own underwear, Joey says.
I do not. He's so silly. Oh my gosh.
You're gonna have to throw it way back in the woods down the hill and hide it from the government.
You know, I just think it's
Revenuers.
completely stupid. Why would
Yeah,
you restrict
revenue.
me from growing cotton? You
That's
tried
crazy.
one-
I didn't know there was
Hey,
such a thing.
Ginger,
Yeah.
I sent you a text earlier.
I saw
and
that.
I think it pretty well explains a lot of it.
Well, the whole bull weevil thing, I think I remember when I was looking into ordering that. I think I remember reading that about it because it could again destroy an entire farmer's crop. And then my little one plant that I had shipped in from, let's just say, Oklahoma, where it's legal to grow cotton, it had a boll weevil in it. And then I just decimated the whole farmer's crop with my one little plant that contaminated that. But
you know what Johnny and I call
Good night,
somebody like
Christine.
that to decimate
sweetheart.
your whole crop when you're
What's
a farmer? A contractor.
Oh, yes. Here you go again with the government on your property.
You showed me a cotton patch. You showed me a cotton patch and you can't find the boll weevil in. I want to see one.
You drive from Florida up through Florida, which I-75 goes right up the gut of Florida, up through the gut of Georgia, I-75, along both sides. You are going to see so many cotton fields. Flipping ridiculous. So, okay, I'm off my soapbox now.
So Derek, fill me in, because maybe I'm like behind the curve. So you're starting, or no, you've had your chance. Fill me in.
What part would you like to be filled in on?
He's new to
I've had my
lives.
channel for a while now. I just started doing lives a while back.
Like
Okay.
A month
I'm
ago.
gonna get more tea. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay, Deb.
A month ago, he wanted to start learning more about doing lives and stuff.
Yes.
So he started doing them on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, excuse me. And then, and so I've just kind of come on to help him through, and we read the chat and chat back and forth. And so he's got it. Awesome. I mean, I wouldn't even have to be here. He's got it just fine now.
Oh, see.
Until I tried to change the setup on the screen, and then it kind of went to chaos. So I think I will let the tablet set it up on its own.
Yes.
Well, that's awesome. It's so cool to like get to see our subscribers in person and to get to know you, even more so than what, the computer will give to us. So I'm super grateful you're doing this. You've been a long-time subscriber, and I appreciate you.
Hey, I appreciate y'all too. I like watching y'all's content, everybody up here. So
nice.
I just try to do a little bit of my own when I can.
We actually got to meet Derek. So
really?
If you guys go, if y'all jump across and go I-75 down to Florida, if you come across anywhere in Georgia, like where are you, Derek? South Central? That's where we actually met up. We were on our way back from Florida, our Florida trip, and we met up with Derek and had lunch with him. So that was pretty cool. He's really tall. Nice. Just so you know, he's really tall. I was like, whoa.
So really I see the 1973. That means that we're the same age, correct?
Yeah, I believe you had your 50th the other day too, right?
Yep. We did Derek's.
Yeah, it's cool. I actually commented, you got to call yourself a cougar and stuff like that. And I'm just an old fart. So
actually, now I am a cougar. Until I turned 50, I was a jaguar.
Oh.
yeah, see, that was the other word. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to share a seat with me, baby? You got to check the lasagna. You say it's not building pressure?
The canner's not building pressure.
All right, I need to go troubleshoot the canner, so I'm going to let Jason sit down.
Okay, see if it's leaking water by that seal. I got to go to the ladies' room really quick. I got to go to the loo. I shall return.
Turn that mic off.
Yeah, I'm sure y'all are going to be talking about guns the whole time I'm gone. So, or sorry.
Boomsticks.
Boomsticks. There you go.
They're pew pew.
Well, hey, how you doing, Johnny? I'm good. I was actually just on the phone with Gary over there at Junk to Gems. I've spill beans here. I'm gonna be making a trip to Florida to get me a heavy equipment trailer here soon.
That's what we already
spilled them all.
out.
They're everywhere.
Yeah.
That's it. I quit. I'm done.
Sorry out.
I'm just here for cold snacks. Carry on.
Yeah, that's already out there.
Well, he's got to work on the dates, I guess, because we're gonna have to. I told him there was no point in going down there without hauling a load up here, because, I mean, I need the trailer, but
yeah, they need stuff hauled.
Yeah, so I was trying to figure out logistics because Mike from DD5 was gonna go down there, and Gary's like, "Well, I'm gonna load him up, his truck, and I'm gonna put my tractor and the buggy and a lift," and I'm like, he only has a half ton.
Yeah.
And no trailer brake thing. You can't put that, like, if he was hauling it in Florida, fine. I said, but not in hill country. That's a no bueno.
Not a good plan, Stan.
Right.
So he's gonna kind of re-logistical stuff to make a better trailer for Mike to haul back, and then work on something to load on. I was like, dude, you load whatever you want on my truck. It'll haul it. I'm not scared, but
yeah.
You know why?
Yeah, I saw you hauling those logs.
What?
I'm just saying I saw him haul those logs. I saw him haul those logs in the last video I saw.
Oh, yeah.
I wanted more on there, but I ran out of oomph.
Yeah,
I didn't think them logs were going to weigh as much as they did until we went to lift them up, and I'm like, oh gosh, okay, never mind.
Yeah. I've got a bunch of white oak I need to cut and have sawn here. There's a lot down toward I've got a neighbor on the west side, and we've got some really big white oaks over there, and I would really rather the deer not be attracted toward my neighbor on the west side. And so take white oaks out over there and have them sawn into lumber. So I've already taken a bunch of huge pine trees down. So, but anyway.
Yeah, these logs, I started cutting into these logs, and they definitely need build. Like now, there's not. Well, and I didn't get thinking about it. Was while we were loading them, he was sitting there telling me, because he's like, "You need to take this whole stack." Because I was like, "I'll just take a couple trailers," and he's like, "All of it." And I'm like, but then as we started pulling some out, they've been sitting there for 2 years.
Yeah.
So it's like, and yeah, they were. I cut 3 of them the other day, I think. And there's funky spots in them, yeah.
Starting to get doty, are they?
Yeah, they definitely.
Hey, thanks, stop.
My Piggy.
Piggy leaving?
Right here.
So, Derek, how long are you going to go, Derek?
I was just kind of wondering. I just got an alert that Full Blown is just not live. So I don't know if I should keep going or what do you guys think?
Well,
I try not to.
It's your call on that, Derek, but it's just your call. So,
but I normally don't go this long, so I mean that way I'm not interfering with anybody else, because most folks, I'm over here on the East Coast, and it kind of, if I go too long, it kind of gets to interfere with everybody else that starts going live around this time. So, not saying I draw a bunch of people, but
by golly, before I come up, you were doing pretty good. There was 20 plus in here at that point.
I think I'm seeing 13. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
They already left and went to see Pooch.
Well, I mean, everyone needs some pretty in their life, and everyone needs a friend named Pooch.
That's right. Yes.
And the cool thing about staying on this long, I got to see all you guys, and I got to see Terry and Jason. That was awesome.
Yeah.
Yes. Absolutely. Joey's asking, is there a chilling with the Gillums this Saturday?
I see that. Yeah, it'll probably be, yeah. We're gonna do it. I'll make a thumbnail. The tomorrow night, I think it's going to be just me on our live though. I think our regular Homestead Hangout. I think I know Christine is out and about, so she is in Branson, I believe, right now.
Missouri?
Huh? Yeah.
Missouri?
Yeah. Over in Misery.
Yes.
So
he's been there for a football game.
She's basically straight north of Jason and Tara.
Yeah, it's only like an hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes to Branson from here.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, she's over there, and she's on a girls' trip, so she's over there with several ladies.
Nice to stop by.
The girls' trip. Charge it. Oh, what?
So
I'm just now seeing people I didn't see in
I
earlier.
hope they have a good time.
Yes, Regina, I found a coat in the bathroom. I hope it's okay, Derek. I'm wearing a Florida Gator jacket with my Derek Fowler shirt. I know he's mad. He's mad.
That kind of hurt. That hurt. That cut deep right there, Ginger.
Hey, Jason, what's the highway near you? What highway number is that near you?
I-75.
No, the highway near Jason.
Oh.
I mean,
whatever.
There's the interstate.
Like if you're going up to Branson, what would you take?
210.
I'm looking at this. The fastest route is I'd go up like 201.
Yeah, 201.
Okay.
Isn't that the one that goes up through Ava and all that?
Well, you have to turn on that. So the 201 turns into J in Missouri, but then you go up on 160. And I think I got to find Ava. I think Ava's further north than that even. So
there's a highway I love to drive whenever I go over that way, and it's Scenic 7 is the one I like to drive.
7?
Scenic 7, like going north out of like Russellville all the way, it goes all the way up through Branson. Used to have a dog patch on that road. And if you remember anything about Dog Patch USA, which was an awesome place whenever I was a kid, loved that place above all others. Now it's all fallen in and rotted down and all that stuff. But anyway,
they've got quite a few scenic roads, like not so much in our immediate area, but if you get over there, obviously closer to Branson, a lot of them are scenic roads, whether you want them to be or not. But then you go, what is it, a couple hours south of here, down around the Clinton and Shirley area, which is down, Greers Ferry Lake, all around there. There's a bunch that you can like take the alternative route and run down that way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I guess there is what is that, 14, I think, that goes through the Buffalo National Forest. It goes by the Buffalo River and stuff coming out of the White River.
Well, I know 7 goes through Buffalo National Forest.
Yeah, well, that's huge.
Yeah.
We might have been on 7 at one point when we were driving around.
There's a restaurant on it called Cliff House, and it hangs out over like and they got like the Grand Canyon of the Ozarks kind of up there, and it hangs over the edge of it, and they have all these hummingbird feeders all the way down they've got a kind of open air back porch hanging over the cliff.
Yeah.
And the hummingbird feeders right now is really, really nice. They'll have like 400 or 500 hummingbirds at one time.
Wow.
Out there while you're eating. And always like that place.
Yeah, that's awesome. I love to watch hummingbirds.
It's a neat place. And, when you walk on the floor in that thing, though, you can tell it's hung out over that cliff so long, that everything is kind of
wonky.
Yeah. So you're thinking, wonky. Is this the day?
Is today the day?
Yeah, is this the day this thing just kind of topples right off the side of this thing?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like one of those suspended bridges. And you're like,
It's-
is this the day I'm going through this slat right here?
Yeah, it's kind of like walking out on. Anybody ever been out there and walk out on one of those glass walkways out over the canyon?
No, but I want to.
No.
You're
desire.
sitting there thinking, do I have a sharp, pointy rock on the bottom of my shoe that might be?
Yes.
It might be the thing that just shattered
Yeah,
this.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Last time I weighed, I was 286. I'm not finna try that.
I was gonna say I started worrying about weight restriction.
Hey, I've seen people crawl out on that thing.
Yeah.
Lay down flat.
Yeah.
Well, I like somewhere they have that one where it's electronic glass, and so as somebody goes on it, they actually can like trigger a button and it makes it look like it's shattered, but it's just
holographic.
Yeah.
I'd probably fall off the side of it about.
These are things that
awesome.
I would scream like a little girl.
Yeah, I would scream like a little
worse
girl.
than stepping on a
Lisa just said the only way you're going to get her across that is if you carried her across in a body bag.
In a body bag, yes. Those are the things that my nightmares are made of.
Right.
I watched that Sylvester Stallone movie Cliffhanger too many times, and it scares me every stinking time.
So I guess you're not going up to Chattanooga to do the hang gliding at Lookout Mountain?
No.
It's awesome. I did it. I loved it. That was one of my, even though Chattanooga, but that was when I lived in Georgia. And we went up there and did the hang gliding up there.
Oh gosh, no.
They have a spot where if you own your own glider, you can actually just run off the side of the mountain. It's got like a ramp thing.
Oh, jeez.
But you have to be like certified and do classes. They wouldn't let me just try it.
Here, let me run and go kill myself.
So you're leaving perfectly good ground to.
I was gonna say for air. I'm gonna hit some air right here. I'll be back.
It was a good time. They towed us up in an ultralight. And then cut the
I'm on this nice mountain. It's got beautiful views. Let me jump off of it.
Regina said you're making me lightheaded just talking about it.
That's what I've always thought about people who jump out of perfect.
Doesn't even like bridges.
Perfectly good airplanes. That's me.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, I got this perfectly good airplane. Let me jump out of the side of it and hope this little bed sheet is going to keep me from hitting the ground so bad that my shoes become my earmuffs.
Yes, exactly.
I almost, because Fort Benning is where they do jump school for all the branches of the military, and they have the big towers. And we used to go over there all the time and then go out. What sold me on not doing jump school was when I watched them get yanked out of the airplane by the parachute when they would drop for the live. And I was like, my back hurts watching it. But I wanted to do the towers, but they said I had to go through jump school, and I wasn't doing that. That was too much work.
I forgot you were military. You're not scared of anything, so.
Nope, he's not.
Not scared.
It's like I said about. Yeah, it's like I said about Christine the other night. She fought a grizzly in the woods with a switch at night. So.
Yeah, she's a little firecracker sometimes.
Sometimes.
Nana's scared to walk out on the back porch when it's dark. Me, I'll just take out.
I showed Christine a picture of that bear that we got on camera last night, 200 yards from the house here. And she goes, "Where's that at? Is that down there at deer camp?" And I said, "No, it's right across the road." And she's like, "What?"
Yeah.
I said, "It's right across the road." She goes, "What's going to happen if they come after our chickens?" And I said, "Well, probably the three S's are going to happen if they come after our chickens."
What is it that Miranda says? Gunpowder and lead?
If I'm not there, he's going to have chicken for dinner.
Yeah, if I'm
there,
yeah,
I'm going to have bear for supper.
Yeah.
I mean, we already know what happens to bobcats that are messing around with the chickens. So
Yes.
And raccoons and the neighbor's dog.
Yeah.
If he so happens to meander onto the property, yes.
The neighbor's tomcat.
Yes.
Well, the bear
they turn into stew.
down there where deer camp, bears are very common, but here where we live, bears are pretty uncommon. We've lived here for what is it? We lived here since 2014, and we've seen approximately 2 bears since we've been here.
Wow.
And they've been the last 2 years. So
I was going to say, counting the one you just saw last night, too?
Yes, that's the second bear.
Wow.
Yep.
Hey, I told you how to get rid of it. You just need a guy on a buffalo.
Yeah, that's all I need. A guy on a buffalo. Who is anybody in the chat want to take me up on that? Guy on a buffalo. Hire him.
Well, if I can find a buffalo, I try it.
I'm going to tell you, if you can hate me later. You can hate me later. Just look up on YouTube when you're not part of Derek's channel or watching one of us. Look up a guy on a buffalo, and you can hate me from that point forward.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh God.
Be like the first video on YouTube deal.
Yep.
Yes.
No, it's the whole series with the song that will get stuck in your head, and you'll be driving down the road. And you're like, I'm a guy on a buffalo.
I like what Lori at Prepping for Heaven said over in the chat. She said Derek's got a whole rack of tools to repair that problem.
Yep, right there.
Exactly.
Yes, he does.
There you go.
Yeah. Got the old 308 Savage sitting there. It'll take care of most things.
Last year I come up with a Mossberg 12 pump.
835 or 500?
Maverick.
500.
500.
Yep.
And because I replaced the 28 gauge semi-auto that kept coming apart in my hand when you shot it.
No.
Blow the force stock in half.
It went boom in his hand.
It went boom literally in my hand. Not once, but twice. The second time I was like, you're gone.
Yeah, this is not good luck anymore. Not good luck.
Now I got that one because I was literally the second time it happened was 4 days before we were leaving on a pheasant trip. And I'm like, I got to have a gun. Or
something different.
I got to have a boomstick.
A boomstick.
So
Annette popped in. Good morning, Annette.
Hi, Annette. So I went and got this 500 or
Annette.
And I like it, but I also have like 8 boxes.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh wow, and nothing to do with them,
and nothing to shoot, nothing to use it in.
Oh man.
Yeah, you need a sweet little. You ought to look into the CZ Bob White. See if they make a 28 gauge in that.
Yeah, they're sweet.
Yeah, that's
and they do.
You know the buck and share video. That's a CZ Bob White 12 gauge.
Have you done a remix on that yet?
No.
You have got to remix that video with the buck and share into a short.
I remember you telling me about that I should. And
that is hysterical. That part alone would probably get you like, I mean,
I don't know if it'd get you 5 million views, but
yeah.
Hey, you never fell out of a chair shooting a gun. That's a wild game. You just ain't done that.
Absolutely hysterical.
I mean, I cannot, Tim Rich Life. I'm still I'm more blown away than he is over that, I think.
Yeah.
I just thought it was miracle he got it on film.
I can't turn it; it'll dump on the.
That's
it's gonna fall off there, isn't it?
That you captured it on camera as it was happening. That's the most remarkable part, because all the good stuff we never catch that.
Yeah.
Well, not all of it.
And did you get a shot off while you were going down?
You wouldn't believe how much good stuff you won't catch, because I'm not camera oriented as far as whenever I'm out and about. Some people, the first thing they do is grab a camera.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Me, I'm trying to figure out how to, do something. And there were so many things that happened the last 8 days last week.
Joe says, "Wait a minute, bring dinner back."
There were so many things that happened that I missed. It was unreal.
So that's like when we went and visited Jason and Tara. They've got a curve right there by their house. It's literally, it says 10 mile an hour. And it literally turns like this.
It's beyond a 9 or I don't know, 69, whatever it is.
Switchback.
Yeah, it's
we're headed back from kayaking, and literally Lisa and I see the bottom of a Ford Explorer or Escape as it's running off of that 10 mile an hour curve at like 70 mile an hour.
No.
And we didn't get it on film. But what's worse is we went on around the curve. They pull up while the said lady she run off and she missed the telephone pole by like this much.
Wow.
But the guide wire caught it and just peeled the hood back like a sardine can.
Oh,
and then she's just sitting there as hard as she can, back and forth until she gets off of it and
then drove out. But funny story to that though is Jackson knows the girl, because when we were telling Jackson about it, he's like, "Was it a blue Ford Escape?" And we're like, "Yeah." And funny story, so she was stalking her ex-boyfriend who was at Jackson's house or Jackson's land. And so she was out searching back and forth trying to find Jackson's property. But she did get arrested, and that's about all we know. But she drove away.
Oh, how this onion many layers get unfolded,
and the plot thickens.
Yep.
Wow.
Absolutely.
Hey,
so,
Jason,
but yeah,
Joey said that's about enough Parmesan. You can pass it over now.
Here, Joey. Here's your bite. I got you, buddy. I'll take it.
And there was nothing I had to on the pressure canner.
Old people's stinky foot cheese. You know how they come up with Parmesan cheese, right?
How?
They go to old folks' homes and they grate it off the bottom of their feet.
Oh, no.
That's gross.
You're talking to a former nurse that has actually witnessed that. So, yeah.
No.
You know the YouTube shorts, I was thumbing through them the other night, and Lisa and I was sitting there and I was thumbing through and we were watching them, and laughing. And we come across this one, and it was this lady that was saving all of her skin from that. And literally she had like a half-gallon jar, like half full of the skin that she'd shaved off of her feet.
Why?
Why?
It's like saving all your toenail and fingernail clippings for life.
Oh, yeah. Gross people. Subject.
I freak out when I can't even find one that goes ping, and I try to keep them all collected so I can throw them away, and then you get the random one, ping, ping, ping.
There's so few things that when you become like an old married dad that you can have fun with. And one of those is cutting your toenails and trying to shoot them across the room at the other members of your family.
I think somebody's throwing up in their mouth a little bit in here somewhere.
Yeah. I'm being dramatic. Because I'm about the only person who can change a colostomy bag and then go eat a chili dog, and it doesn't faze me one bit.
Yuck. Yeah.
Wait a minute, is that chili?
Yeah, exactly. Like I'm just playing y'all because I have like the most strongest stomach. You know, being a nurse for all the years I was, it just
Until you got that over.
Well, that's
okay. Over fermented sauerkraut, that does make me vomit.
Oh, that's an awful smell.
Yeah.
Did you see Joey? Hey, Jason, did you see Joey's comment? He said, "Did y'all see him do his happy dance when he took that first bite?"
It was good. Oh man, I've been waiting. She's had me smelling it all day because it's a process. And
I've been cooking all day.
Oh wow!
I missed it. What did you have?
So I had my fall garden roundup. So I did a homemade marinara with the rest of my red tomatoes and onions and green peppers and garlic and blah blah blah. So I had to render that out all day. And then I also did a green tomato jalapeno hot sauce that I'm canning right now. And then I also made that into a zucchini lasagna, but with the the wine's kicking in, folks. With the zucchini lasagna, I layer my zucchini, but I use cream cheese. On top of it, and then I put in the marinara, and then the mozzarella, and then just blah 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 all the way up. And
I don't know what she does, but I eat it, and it's delicious.
Yeah, and then I bake it on the grill, the same way I've been baking all summer is on the grill, because it's just too hot to do it in the camper, and we're not in the tiny house yet.
Hey, how hot was it over there where you guys are today? It was 85.
I think 81. I think was our
84.
Yeah, it was hot.
It was 84, but yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It was about the same here.
Yeah.
Joey found out there was zucchini in it. He said, "Oh, I'm good, Jason. You eat the rest."
Well, for breakfast, I made a phenomenal zucchini casserole. It had zucchini diced up and green peppers, onions, tomatoes. And then I mixed in a little sour cream, cheddar cheese, Colby Jack cheese, American cheese, and it was like this casserole. I don't know. I was just trying to figure out a different way to make zucchini for breakfast, and oh my goodness, that was so yummy.
Was it?
Oh yeah. I'm glad I have so much.
Next year you gotta plant patty pans.
Yeah. Do what, Dave? What'd you say, Dale?
Next year you gotta plant patty pans.
Patty pans? I've never even heard of patty pans until I moved down here and heard y'all talking about patty pans.
They're phenomenal. Did I just see a rooster go by?
So
back here?
Hey, rooster.
Carlene, I'm sorry that you
I need to go check my pressure canner, so I'm gonna let the man sit down.
Hey, rooster.
How are you doing?
Hey,
doing
rooster.
Well. Hey. So you been bow hunting?
Back in the house.
No, he's too busy. He's too busy being a town kid.
Oh, he's running back and forth to town too much.
No, he just lives there.
Oh, okay.
he only comes here when she goes out of town.
Oh, for laundry and something to eat?
Yeah, basically.
Well,
that's why I said earlier, if Ginger needs somewhere to come stay so she can raise her cotton, I'll have an empty room.
Yeah,
you people are killing me. What are friends for, though, right?
I can hardly wait to grow cotton next year.
You stop it, Johnny. Y'all are so mean because I can't do it. And you know, the minute I try to, the government will land on my head.
I got a quarter right here off the corner of the 9. I think I'm gonna plant it to cotton.
Yeah.
You're killing me, man. You're killing me.
Yeah, Johnny's gonna have to move the cow so he can plant cotton.
I'll just make one of those cotton patch.
Yeah.
That's it. We're moving, Joey, so I can plant cotton because I want to plant. I just want
You hear that? You hear that? They're going to move.
They're gonna move down here by us, Johnny.
Yes.
Well, they'll probably like everybody else move to Arkansas.
Probably. I mean, Arkansas is where it's at.
Not Arkansas.
Did you bring the charger back?
I'm telling you, I mean, I just want one plant, and you can't even get them to ship you one. They're like, the companies are like, nope, you ain't getting us in trouble, lady.
Well,
Nope.
I tell you what, just go out there on one of those cotton plants that you see beside the road.
Are you kidding me?
Pick the bowl.
No way. I'll be in
Pick
jail
the
before you
bowl.
can say sorry, Ginger.
Oh, there
Yeah, they'll be too busy laughing at you.
You know what the most expensive piece of equipment John Deere makes is?
Cotton picker.
Cotton stripper.
You cotton picking turd.
$1.5 million bare bones.
What?
Before you add anything to it.
Yeah, I got behind a great big one on the way home. Took me forever to get around it.
That's nuts.
You know how many working parts are in one unit? You know, it has like 12 units on the front of it that the cotton goes in.
Okay.
One of those units, you know how many parts there are in one of them? 1,250 working parts in just one.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sounds like a mess.
Lisa said I'm nerding out. I got to stop.
All nerdy on us.
Joey wants to know if that $1.5 million piece of machinery comes with a radio in it. He just wants to be polished and son-in-law.
That's an AM FM only. Now, if you want weather radio and everything, that's an additional.
No, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
He wants the overhead radio with the tape, John Denver tape in it, like Pauly Shore in the movie Son-in-Law, and he wants to drive out of there and write his name in the crops.
Oh my goodness!
Another good movie, and Joey loves that movie.
Too much fun.
He could park Tiny Tim underneath that thing.
Yes.
I don't think John Deere makes anything without AC that's got any kind of, if it's enclosed, it's all AC.
Yeah.
So
it has to be AC on that.
It has to be AC. You will.
Gina had them posted.
Cabs without AC.
She has, hasn't she? Okay, so Regina wants to run something by everybody. She grew up in a haunted house. What if I joined Derek on a live and we talked ghost stories one Wednesday? Is that something y'all would be interested in? Be honest.
Yes.
Anybody?
Hey,
I said she'll join the live if that's.
I got something for you, Regina.
I'm out.
I got something for you before you even start this. You need to get Justin from Backroad Freedom on that deal.
Yeah.
Because
really?
Justin. He's like a little kid on that what's the Sixth Sense. He sees dead people everywhere.
Oh gosh.
everywhere.
His apartment, there's ghosts in his apartment. There's ghosts everywhere he goes. Oh yeah.
Watch Tish's.
If you haven't, Nana's over here going off. She's like, if you haven't watched Tish's show with him on,
hey, that was Brian had him
Those two could go
one
for
night. Brian had way back is around Halloween like a year ago. Bye. She had him on, and he
said ghost
proceeded to talk about all the ghosts that he sees all the time.
Wow. I'm with Xander.
Everywhere.
My house is scary enough in the dark. I don't need to be talking about ghosts. It's gonna make me a chicken.
Yeah, I don't believe in that stuff.
All right. Derek's got a runaway live, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does.
I know Tara and Jenna would be in it. Tara used to be on a ghost hunter team.
Oh wow. That's
wow. I just lost all.
Bigfoot yet, Jason?
She's full of beans.
Hey, I was gonna tell you something. You know, she said something about hearing things in the dark or something. If you guys got any wild pigs around there, wild pigs will make some of the awfully wild sounds that you've ever
Reach
heard in
out.
the
I've
night.
been looking,
Foxes.
so I haven't found any wild pig sign around here at all because I looked.
Oh, that's good.
I mean, I don't want them tearing things up, but I wouldn't mind going to shoot a few and eat them.
Hey, I tell you what, I wish I got 12 last week by myself.
Come up here.
Yeah, so far I've not seen any sign of them. I know, like, not too far from here is an armadillo den. I haven't seen any live armadillos, but there's been a couple dead ones, so I know the predator's been finding them. But then I seen the other night I was coming down the driveway to the camper here, and there's like a little triangle piece for the two parts of the driveway, and a wild rabbit come just bouncing along there, minding its own business. So I don't know. We live in the middle of the woods, like there's creatures. And yeah, she tried telling somebody the old Sasquatch story. I'm telling you, that's exactly. Just drink more wine, it goes away.
Kind of like we were sitting around the camper there on the ridge, and there's a goat. Someone has a goat.
Oh.
Well, we went and looked. It's baby deer. Mommy.
That's funny.
I haven't seen them around in a while. Of course, it's deer season, but I've seen bucks crossing down the road about a half mile or so. But that doe and her fawn, they were coming up here all the time, and I ain't seen them in a while.
You need to get you a feeder back there behind, right down from the tiny house.
Yeah. But,
my crossbow bolts are still in a box around here somewhere.
That's a good place for them, Jason.
Sure.
They'll never get hurt there.
Hey, I won't ruin the fletchings. The tips won't get nicked. And I won't lose. Hey,
they'll be just as pretty as the day you bought them.
I'm hoping I show everybody a discolored one here tomorrow.
Yeah,
I hope so too. Are you filming this?
I'll probably grab a GoPro before I go out. I got a lot of stuff last week. I mean, I got a lot of stuff. I missed a lot of stuff, but I got a lot of stuff too.
Yeah.
And so that's coming up. But the still yet we've got more deer season to go, and that's basically what all my focus is on right now. You notice there hadn't been any cow counting videos and stuff like that.
I did a counting short finally.
Nice. I need to go watch it.
I hate that we don't get notified of shorts.
Right. Yeah, they just kind of pop up, and if they don't have the right thumbnail on them, you don't even know who it was. You're like, you just kind of,
and you can't pick your thumbnail.
You click it, I know you can't pick your thumbnail.
Yes, you can.
And when it comes up, you're like,
in the top left-hand corner, you push that thing right before you go to the screen where you put in the title. The top left, and that is the only time that you can move the toggle bar through your short and get the exact thumbnail that you want.
Okay. Right at the very beginning?
You can do it.
Hey.
You'll see when I don't think it's almost the last step. Yeah, that's
Are you jerking my chain?
No, sirree. I would not jerk your chain there, Delbert.
Well, that short isn't doing nothing for us, though. It's not very interesting. I did the counting logs in the video when we were at Eric's, but then I forgot to tell her, hey, and then I was like, man, that's a longer video. I don't know if they want to throw that on. Because I had counted them because I was sitting there thinking like 4 different times, and I'm like, pull your phone out and make a short, dummy. And then I didn't. So yesterday we were at the laundromat. I'm like, well, I can count. Watch this. But yep.
So, everybody's made fun of me because I've had an iPhone 8 forever. I mean, an 8, folks. How long do you have an 8? What's that?
It's an 8 Plus. It still has the home button.
Yes, got the home button on it. Right there.
That's gone again.
He gone.
So you got an 8 Plus just like I do, but mine's in a box. They're going to stop supporting this.
Really?
Yes, very, very, very soon they're going to stop supporting this phone. We're already starting to see some issues with it right now. So, like we went in and we're trying to get some things done, and they say, yeah, they're going to the support for the 8, the 6, and the 7. They've already stopped supporting. They're getting ready to stop supporting the 8. So they're forcing you out of your 8, Jason. So
I don't like the sound of it at all.
We got this. Yeah. So yeah, this is the 15 Pro Max thing. And I'm hoping that I'm able to do some good shorts with this. Is what I'm hoping. This thing is not even set up yet. I've not even turned it on. It's never even been turned on. But it's because I love this 8 so much that I want to use it as long as possible.
I fought this one as long as I could before I got it. I am so glad I got it.
Are you okay, Derek?
You got to go, Derek?
Yeah. Yeah, Gina says I'm a ghost now because I keep disappearing. So.
Yeah.
But, I'm looking, I'm watching, and all of a sudden, everything goes out. I'm like, what the heck's happening?
One of the things
the tablet does not love me anymore.
And I've loved this phone. I mean, I really have liked this phone, but there's just weird stuff like text. I don't know how many texts I missed. I mean, they never show up. Me and Christine were on, like whenever we're on the group text with you guys, we miss so much stuff because they never even come through on these phones.
See, I think that happens to me too. And I have like I have an Android like 22 Lite. So mine's like only a year old. I think what it is if that thread gets too many text messages within it, it will stop giving you all of them.
I don't know what happens, but we're like, I'll say, and it causes confusion between me and Christine because we're like, I get things that she doesn't get and she gets things that I don't get. And we're arguing about it.
Yeah.
We're like, well, when they said this, and I said, they didn't say that.
That's the government.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I've been holding on to this phone for as long as I could. When we switched phone carriers, they were telling us, the original guy, when we went in there, told us that we were going to have to upgrade because the 8, like their network runs better off 5G. Well, the 8 won't run 5G. And I'm like, well, I've been doing just fine without 5G.
You've been running LTE on it?
Yeah.
Yeah, LTE works good.
Yeah, and they sold us the 5G plan. 5G. Guess what?
Course,
5G is not available where I am.
Well, that's the thing.
So what does it matter?
And that's what I was going to tell you about. Here where we're at, LTE is going away. So where I used to get 5 bars LTE, I'll get 1 bar LTE, and it's just going away. So I guess, hey, Dale, does your new phone, does it run on 5G?
Mine does.
Yes.
Okay.
Nana, but okay, what's funny about it is Nana and I'll be sitting side by side. Hers will be on 5G. Mine will be on LTE.
Yeah.
I have a 15 Pro.
But hers is a 15.
Depends on what tower it picks up.
Pro. Hers is a 15 Pro. Not a Pro Max. Mine is a 14 Pro Max.
Right.
But I got my 14 because the 15 Pro Max, it was going to be like 3 weeks to get it.
Yeah, it was crazy.
With as much storage as what I got.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not going to tell me. I was going to see if I was getting 5G here with this new phone because this one's a 5G. That's the first one we got from them. some Samsung. I don't know. I can't barely work this thing because I'm used to my iPhone. So I'm like,
is that?
Well, we wanted to test the service.
That's an
Android. It's because it's an Android.
Stop it! I love my Android. It has a wonderful operating.
That's because you've never had a good phone.
Oh, I've had a good phone a long time ago.
Let me go direct.
A long time ago, I gave him up, and I told you why I gave him up.
That's 22.
You gave him up.
Oh yes, Derek and I have the exact same phone.
You know, one thing that I've watched some of the I'm hoping I can do this. I've been watching some of the people who've been able to take pictures of the full moon, and I mean you can see the craters on the moon. And me, whenever I was taking them with this 8, I could see a kind of a white blur up in the sky that looked about the size of a pencil lead.
Yeah,
and
that's pretty much what mine does too. I don't know how they're doing it. I must not. I guess you got to be smarter than the equipment you're working with, and I'm just not.
Well,
So,
he just said yes to me getting more chickens.
Oh, all right.
Oh, yay.
That means more chicken coop, Jason. That means more run.
Well, a young kid that we met, him and his wife moved down here, and he's a deputy sheriff. And we went to actually go look at his wood furnace. We didn't end up buying it, but he's just right around the corner from us, neighbor. And yeah, he's messaging me saying he's got chickens he wants to get rid of. So
nice.
Yeah.
More infrastructure.
I were paying attention this evening when we were doing chores with the rogue chickens, the feral chickens.
Yeah.
Dude, we raised some crossbred feral chickens that are like some pretty dudes, man. Like, they're crossed with an AM Somani and a blue copper Moran, and they're like black hided with like white and all kinds of colors. They're gorgeous.
They're really pretty.
Nice.
I told Nana, I said, we're going to have to get one of them traps like they used to use on Mutual of Omaha and throw out some scratch, and then the net jumps over the top of them to catch them.
Wow.
No, I'm not doing ducks. Get out of here.
No ducks.
He said
Oh,
enough.
no ducks. No ducks.
Say
Push
no
me
to the
edge.
ducks.
No ducks.
No ducks.
No.
I almost ran over the neighbor's duck a week or two ago. Coming home from work.
What are those real nasty ducks that people like to have? Those
Pekings.
the ones that will not leave your chickens alone. What are those ducks? Huh?
Pekins.
Pekins. Those make a good Chinese dish.
Well, I don't know what it's that doesn't sound like it, Dale. What is it? It's a nasty duck. Let's just put it that way. Nasty thing. It like I said, it wants to be romantic.
Every duck
chickens.
It wants to be romantic with your chicken.
Yeah, I draw the line at ducks, and they ain't coming around here.
Ducks and geese. I'm out. I'm out on both of them.
That dirty ducker.
Yeah. Geese will run you down and.
And guineas, I've heard they are so obnoxiously loud.
I've decided that geese, that's a crossbred between a chicken and a snake. I'm out.
Wow.
Goodness.
Yeah, I actually have been complimenting here lately because we're down to just the 2 roosters. So it's a whole lot quieter, and I'm like, great. And now she's talking about bringing more roosters.
Oh, no.
Joey said we have enough romancing going on in the pig pen. We are not getting any more chicken.
Hey, I want to show you guys something real quick. This is somebody. Christine is in Branson, right?
Okay.
Yep.
And she found someone she has never met before. Can you bigify me at all, Derek, right now?
Go to his picture.
Woo!
Click in the
That's
top
a big
corner of his picture and go solo.
Let's see what happens.
See what happens.
Just on his picture.
Maybe it happens. Maybe it don't.
Hey, all right, I want to show you guys something.
Okay.
We do not know this person whatsoever.
Okay. Oh my gosh! They have
my goodness gracious!
Yes.
Are you kidding me? That's amazing.
Cool.
Yeah. We have no idea who that is. And Christine would just happen to see her in at a
Now
place
you
to
just
eat.
click down below the big picture with all the different planes to return it back, Derek.
She talked to her though, right, Johnny?
Yeah, she's talking to her, but like I said, she must have gone on our bonfire and ordered it or something.
Yes, and love the shark. I mean, it's an awesome logo.
Did you talk to her?
Christine would have had to. I haven't got to talk to Christine. She just sent me the text. I haven't even seen.
I guarantee you that fan probably went fangirled over her.
Yeah, probably freaking out.
Well, I don't know. Tara looked because like we still have our spread shirt or whatever it is. I don't know. There's that merch page thing. So, but she said that somebody actually ordered one the other day. I was like, really? We've had that thing on there forever. Nobody's ordered anything.
So I'm like, and the other, when she was flying back from, where was she at? Denver. When she was flying from Denver, there was somebody that had one on.
Yes.
And it's like, really?
You're getting famous. You're a
man. We're on with loyalty, Sir Johnny.
No, it's. I don't know what it is. We sent a bunch of them out. I mean, there's a lot of people that have them.
Yes.
There's other people that
all the people you sent them to.
Right. We know all the people we sent shirts to.
Unless they took them and gave them away at a free will or something like that.
Yeah, that's what Goodwill. That's where they got it.
Yeah, they would not do that. That is unheard of.
Is that the sign that we've all went downhill if all of a sudden we're finding our own merch at the Goodwill?
Yeah, if you go to Goodwill and you find your shirts,
that means you've made it. Now you might be over it, but you made it. If it's at the Goodwill.
I don't know. That's a long ways down the road for me.
Well, we don't have to worry about it. Our logo will stay on long enough to make it a Goodwill for them to see what it is. So
I'm going to jump off of here, guys, and I will let you guys hear it. Thank
Supper's done. I'm going to go eat supper.
Hey, I got to go too, Derek.
Yeah, I'm pretty good about ready.
We're all leaving him at the same time. I'm sorry.
See, Ginger? See what you started, Ginger?
Dale.
Sorry.
Yeah. Dale, did you get your package today?
Pepper sauce.
Did you get your package today?
Did you get your package?
I didn't. Oh, there it is.
We can't see it.
Cool. Have you tried it?
Not yet. It smells good.
It's been sitting about 3-4 weeks on the counter. It's ready.
And just keep adding back to it, right, Derek?
You can for a little while anyway. I mean, it's not actually canned or preserved or anything like that. So those peppers are only going to go so far.
Yeah. But they're jalapeno.
Free penicillin. Keep going.
Yeah.
It's good.
It's good. All right, guys. Y'all take care. I will see y'all. If anybody is so inclined, don't forget tomorrow morning, 10 a.m., Craft and Chat.
And then tomorrow evening is Homestead Hangout.
Homestead Hangout.
Starting at 5 o'clock.
Oh, wait. I guess I can't go to the tavern. I got to hang out.
5 o'clock. 5 o'clock.
5 o'clock Central.
And then 6 o'clock is
that guy right over there.
But yeah, there you go.
It's
the only spot I know my
6 o'clock is right there.
Yep, here.
And then 8 o'clock is right there.
There.
And 9 o'clock is not here right now.
Yes, he's not here right now.
Yeah.
There you go.
We got Greg Tony in here.
It was good being here.
I want to thank all y'all for coming up tonight. This has been awesome.
Thanks for letting us come up, Derek.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
Definitely enjoyed the time.
It's been great. Hey, it's been amazing. And if you guys get a chance, throw out a quick steer simmer video. That'd be awesome.
Okay. Definitely will do that. If
there you go.
Yeah.
Beef. It's what's
So
for supper.
I can get some shirts, do some giveaways. So I hope I can do some shirts, do some giveaways the 1st of December. It'd be awesome.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Sounds good.
Hashtag steer simber, folks.
Yes, don't forget and tag Derek Fowler 1973 when you do it.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right,
And I'm
guys.
gonna try to get a couple of those grills that I set on fire and try to give away some of those and some other stuff as well. So
cool.
That would be nice. All right. See y'all later.
Hey,
Eric.
See
Night,
ya.
everybody.
Thank y'all.
Night,
Y'all
y'all.
awesome night. Thank y'all so much.
Night, y'all.
Hey, y'all have a good one.
Hey, you too, Derek.
Well, it just doesn't want to end, y'all.